Hey guys, hey now, you love with Love Jones, hey now. Happy Friday. I hope everybody is having a great start to their week. We are going to have us a good live stream. 3 minutes to speak, no cussing, no over talking, state your ethnicity. I know I'm going to have to repeat the rules a few times because people be running amok and acting like goddamn fool when they come up on this panel. But we are going to manifest positive vibes and good energy. Come on over, baby. Double tap the screen on your way in. Y'all already know we have to get to 5K likes so then we can start to let people up on the panel. The doggone girl is mine. What's up, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Oh my goodness, I can't wait till the Michael Jackson movie comes out. Are you guys gonna go see it? Who wants to go to the movies with Love Jones? Who wants to go to the movies with me? Where y'all at? Can y'all hear me? And can you see the prompts? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly and if you can see the prompt. Okay, yeah, man. Jazzy. Caleb, hello. Hello, Saucy. Hello, Veronica. Veronica, what happened? Because you tried to come up on the panel. Did you get to speak? Because I feel like I couldn't hear you. I don't know if it was your audio. But I know for sure I remember your profile and your name. And I'll try to bring you up on the panel a couple times. I think it was yesterday. But something was going on. Hello, guys. So, once again, you all already know that we do our prompts based on the things that people say. We literally make our prompts based on the things that people say. We are not up here making up things. We're not coming out of left field. These prompts are not unwarranted. This literally, I have proof that a Nigerian man said Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. And I wrote it down and I said, okay, this is something that we need to talk about. And then the second half of the prompt says, is it Black Americans' job to build Africa? I want to know you guys' thoughts on this. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? No and no. That's not our home. That's what he was saying, child. And we was all like, what is going on? He literally was coming across like Black Americans are like selfish. Like we're selfish and we have the means to fix Africa, but we won't go and help our people. That's literally how he was coming across. Hey, beautiful. What's up, boo? Thanks for the gifts. You always supporting the live. I appreciate you. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, make sure you guys share the live. Where you see this at? This happened on my own personal live stream. I didn't see this anywhere. This happened on my live stream. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful divine. Hey, Era. Hey, 313. Hey, Love Jones, East New York in the building, period. Brooklyn. Okay, we getting there. We have 1.1K likes. We doing good. We only been up here for 5 minutes. You can't clearly see the caption. Oh no, you in Best Eye, period. Wait, so I asked if y'all could see the prompt and if y'all could hear me, and everybody was putting a 1 in the chat. Well, I'm not about to start over, so if you can't see it and you want to come on the chat on the panel, I'll just read it to you, because I don't feel like starting over. Everybody else said that they could see it. You can't see it at all? Wait, Eric said he sees it. Y'all can't see that it says Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Do you agree? Half of it is cut off, and then that's crazy that this does this. All right, let's play around with the layout. Let's just play around with the layout, guys. No, see, I don't like that. That literally cuts it off. What about this? Can you see it like this? I see it. Well, it's okay if you can't see the rules. This looks awkward to me, though. Wait, the other way was better? Let me see. Because if you only can't see the rules, that's fine. Like, if you can't see the rules, it looks awkward, right? Because it's, like, too far up. Like, I think it's because sometimes we be having different phones. And then sometimes, like, I don't know. Because some people could see it and then some people can't. So I think it's like the sizing of our phones. That's the only thing I could come up with. You can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Y'all can hear. Okay. I don't know why she said she couldn't hear me. I don't know. Hey, CJ. Hey, Ann. Okay, y'all saying y'all can hear me. All right. I guess everybody having a different experience on this live right now. I guess we're all having a different experience. I'm sorry. Some people can't see the prompt. Some people can. Some people can't hear me. Some people can. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Shouts out to Mariah Carey. Shouts out to Mariah. Whoo, the weather's finally starting to break. It's going to be a hot summer, child. It's going to be a scorcher, loud and clear. I wonder why I can't hear you. Gigi, I don't know. Are you listening through earphones? Hey, Bryant. Are you listening through headphones? Do you have your volume on your phone turned up? Dang. I don't know, boo. Everybody else can hear me. I don't know, guys. If they was in here yesterday, they know what the prompt is, because that weird do yesterday. Exactly, CJ. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I love that y'all, like, I have, like, consistent people that be up in here, because everybody swear we just be making up stuff. And I'm like, no, these people literally say these things. And I write it down and I say, okay, we're going to talk about this in the next live. That's how we do. Okay. Jay Bird said, I can see the prompt and hear you very well. Okay. I can hear you. Okay. And then sometimes, guys, make sure you've updated your app. Because I know for me, you know what happened too. Y'all know this happened on the 15th, right? TikTok completely switched over to the Oracle side. If y'all picking up what I'm picking up. So a lot of, I don't know, like the algorithm, everything was kind of like janky. Because completely, it's switched over now. So it ain't, and the guidelines, everything is different. Like who used to own it, don't own it no more. It's not Americans' responsibility to take care of Africa. We will be considered immigrants there. I've had like 2 updates. Yeah, thank you, beautiful. Yes, y'all. The only thing I don't like when the season starts to change is that I get like seasonal allergies. It's so annoying. That's the only thing. So if y'all hear me sniffling, I ain't doing nothing strange, okay? Ain't no powder, nothing like that going on over here, right? Okay. 3 minutes to speak, no cussing, no over talking. State your ethnicity. Don't be offended if who said that? Oh, a Nigerian man came on the panel yesterday and said that. I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, your allergies been tearing you up since the beginning of March. Yo, it's been bad. You know they be spraying stuff in the air too. You know it's crazy out here. We reached the like quota that we needed to reach to invite people on the panel. And so if you guys want to come up and answer the prompt, you're more than welcome to. No over talking, no constantly interjecting people while they have their timer on. What is this? No. Good evening, Eve. I got something to the first 5 to mention. Oh, okay. Peace. Hello.
Oh shit, my bad, love. I ain't
Are you
even know.
didn't mean to click
I
on?
was,
Okay, I'm gonna
I
let
was
you know.
tapping up the
All right, I'm
answer
gonna
the
disconnect
prompt.
you.
All right,
Okay, bye.
later.
Oh, hey guys. You know I love the comment. Yeah, the comment section be popping. I love it too. Like everything is such an important and integral part of hosting these lives. Like y'all literally be popping it in the chat, and I love that for us because it also it's like it's another element. Hello, with Big Chief. Oh Lord, you know he be cutting up. Saucy, hello. Can I have your ethnicity? And then I'll give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Hi, hello. I'm Black American. Well, for the most part, I have 3 Black grandparents. My mom is half mixed, but she wasn't raised to know that side.
Okay, go for it.
But I just wanted to come up here and quickly say, we absolutely should not pay for them. First of all, according to them, the ones that came from the slave ships, didn't y'all already receive compensation for that? In Corey Shell's liquor and the G word, I don't know if you can say that on here. Y'all already received compensation. On top of that, y'all didn't hijack all of our like our groups, like the Black Caucus, what is the other one? The NAA. I can't remember it right now. It's mostly made up of immigrants now.
That's
So
true.
we don't really have anything. Y'all done came over here and got plenty. I think y'all have had enough, and it's time for us to actually use the policies that was made for us. That's crazy.
I agree.
That's all I just wanted to say, because I don't even
Okay.
have the words sometimes.
Okay. Thank you for adding to tonight's conversation.
Thank you.
It's true. It's like, you know what's crazy? I did a show on this too. A Jamaican man literally said Black Americans already received reparations because of civil rights. I said, so we had to share our civil rights. I mean, we had to share. Thank you, beautiful. We had to share our reparations with every fucking immigrant and also white women because they heavily benefited from civil rights. They were the main proponents of DEI hires. And immigrants literally got every goddamn thing that we fought for civil rights. It benefited them heavily. So what the hell? The nerve. Thank you, 123. The absolute nerves. Why do FBAs always have to be welcoming and respectful to everyone when we get treated like crap? It's crazy. And then they gaslight and act like they don't. And I'd be like, what the hell? Don't get me wrong. There's some Africans that I love. There's some Caribbeans that I love. There's some Puerto Ricans that I love. There's some cool ass pale face folks. So this is not rooted in any type of deep-seated dislike or disdain for people, as you know. It's really not, because I know a lot of people think that, and it's like, no. There's people from every background that I've known on an individual level that I actually really like. But collectively, how has any of this benefited Black Americans? And also, of course, we know it has a lot to do with politics as well, you know? And I know I haven't done my due diligence and being involved because in that sector of things, because I feel like I don't know how or where to start. You know what I mean? But I think it'll be like a natural flow and it'll be a natural occurrence. Even the way that I started doing content like this, it happened naturally. Okay. Let's get some people up in here. Where y'all at?
Going on, Love Jones. It's Tethanator.
Hello.
Man, I just came to say, when you gonna do a topic about the black chick about going to Tanzania? When you gonna put that up there?
Oh, I made a video about it, but I didn't do a lot. I gotta do some more research on who she actually was, because I don't really know.
Yeah, you gotta do a live about that.
We definitely can.
You gotta do a live. I'll be back when you I'll be back whenever that pop up.
Okay.
All
right. LA Cutie Pie, hello.
Hey, Love Jones, how are you?
What's up? How are you?
Good. So I'm Black American from Philly, but I live in Connecticut now.
Okay.
I usually just be in the comments because I love the comments.
I know. I feel like this is my first time hearing your voice.
It is, but I just feel like I need to add to this here because just like the audacity of them constantly wanting from us. It's like we're like this big buffet table that they can just keep eating off of, you know. And I think that it's just ridiculous and selfish and greedy of them to constantly keep asking for things. You know, I feel like they have taken so much. They've ruined so much. They ruined our civil rights. They've ruined the 14th Amendment.
Wait, you got to tell me how. How do you think they ruined our civil rights?
Because they abuse it.
Hey, John.
You know, it's abused. You know, it was, you know, of course it was for us originally, but they just keep taking off of it like a little mouse, constantly eating off this cheese constantly. You know, they've not just, I'm not just even talking about just Africans when when I say that the civil rights have been ruined, the 14th Amendment, everything that we have, our people have fought for, has just been exploited by these foreigners.
Yes, okay.
And then they come into our neighborhoods. They take over the neighborhoods because they come in and they turn it into third world countries with their litter. I'm sorry, with the litter. I mean, I can remember being in Philly and my mom was like, you know what, it's time to go. Like this neighborhood going down. You know why? Because it was a bunch of immigrants moving in, planting vegetables in your front yard. I mean, just looking tacky.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh Jesus.
It's just that they just come in and they just take over and ruin things. I'm sorry, they really have, and I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Wow. Definitely points were made.
Yes. And now we should
So
go
I
and
don't
go.
even
And what
think
they mean, go home. Go home and fix.
that girl.
Go home. My home is in Philly. If I'm going anywhere. And
Mm-hmm.
how much more do they need to build their country? It's not even that they don't have the resources from here, because they get plenty of resources from here to send back there, but then their own governments is so corrupt that they don't even spend it properly. And instead of them staying there fighting for their government to do the right thing, they run on over here.
Mm. Okay.
And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you. I
Of
appreciate the
course.
time.
Absolutely. If anyone else wants to come up and speak, all you gotta do is hit the it's a little icon at the bottom with two people and hit it. I'm surprised. Where's everybody at? What is going on? Where y'all at? I mean, I see y'all up in here. I see the numbers going up. Thank you, Adisha. Thank you, beautiful. I see the numbers going up. But what y'all scared cat got your tongue? Literally and figuratively. Shit, it's Friday night. What y'all sipping on? Y'all got it going on. Y'all got it going on tonight. Y'all got it going on. Okay. What resources do Africa take from America to Africa? Money! Rice! Hello, Leia. What's up, boo? You
Hey, what's going on? Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
your profile picture is cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You
you.
changed it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I started your countdown.
Okay, so it says Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Do you agree? No, I don't think they need our help. They just need some confidence and a backbone. Um,
Oh,
is it Black Americans' job to build Africa? No. And then I could have sworn one of y'all, because I never even knew that. Didn't Black Americans already?
Didn't they already go there and they like slaughtered them or something like that?
oh, in Liberia, yeah, the Americos when they
So
did
it's
go
like
there.
why
Mhm.
why should they go back and get why should we go back and get slaughtered again?
I don't know. They feel like they welcoming us with open arms these days. Some of them say they make it seem like we could just go over there and get free land, which is a goddamn lie.
Yeah, nothing is free in this world, period. So that's a lie. I honestly I don't trust like, and I don't have no problem with immigrants. You know, I work around them. I've been around them because I'm from the East Coast, but I've never trusted them. Like even with like the Africans, I have a male best friend that's a Nigerian, and we always protected him in like high school when people would like hike on him and stuff. You know, I'm from the era where we joke a lot. Well, you know, black Americans we joke, period. But
Of
we will
course.
always
So
protect him and stuff like that. So all that, and he will hike back on us too. Like so, it's like they try to play victim, but y'all not
What's up,
innocent
guys?
at all.
oh, it's
That's
not
for
your
one.
goal. Hold on.
For two, for two. I don't really trust them for real because I feel like they're all the immigrants think about is money and and where they're from. You know, while we think about that too, but we also have like some type of how can
What
I
it
put
says, it
this?
says Nigerian
Yeah,
man
like
Hello,
says
you
Black
being
Americans need to
rude.
go
It's
home and
not
fix Africa. Do
your
you agree?
go. You gotta have some
ooh,
decorum. Y'all
yeah,
are
that
so
that was a little
talky.
that was ghetto.
Like clearly she's talking.
That
Go
was
ahead,
ghetto.
Leah. All right, you
Yeah,
get
but
a
like I
drop.
was
My
saying,
fault. Dropped.
you
I don't
know,
know. Go ahead, but I'm
Black
sorry.
Americans, yeah, forget him. Black Americans, we don't only just think about money. We think about like our whole beings of people. You know what I'm saying? They have like a lack mentality, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's because of what they've been through or whatever, but we've been through things too, so it's no excuse. But I wanted to tell you, it was this I don't know if she's a Black American woman or not,
but it was this postal worker. She was assaulted in Florida by a Portuguese woman.
Oh, what?
Yes, the Portuguese woman came outside while her son was getting ready to grab the mail from the black woman, and she told her, "Don't grab no mail from that Nigga
Oh
no
no.
Nigger her
Oh
R."
no.
And then she threatened to SHOOT her.
Oh
Try
my
not to curse.
God.
And then she sprayed her with holes and everything. She got arrested, but they won't. Y'all about to get mad with me. Y'all gonna get mad with me saying this. They will not like charge her with a hate crime.
See, this is what we gotta keep fighting for.
That's what I was saying. I put a comment in the comment section. I found it on Instagram. It was like this post. They was talking about it, and it was showing like the news of. I think it happened in Florida. I'm not sure. I think it was Florida, but I was like, stop voting for the Democrats. We need to stop voting for them
Yep.
because we need a hate crime bill now.
We do
Excuse my French.
pronto.
Like ASAP. And I
Pronto.
feel like honestly, the reason what's taking it so long is because everybody wants their right to abuse us, and it's really sad. It's really sad. And I'm gonna land my plane right there.
Oh my goodness. Leia, if you seen that video, can you send it to me, boo? If you come across it?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through my likes on IG, and I'm gonna send you on Instagram, right?
Yes. It's the same. It's Hey Love Jones.
Okay, I'm gonna send it
All
to
right.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello,
Okay.
guys.
Hi, can we have your ethnicity and then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Yeah, I'm from West Africa, Sierra Leone.
Okay. Are you in America?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
How are you, love?
Hello, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, so he said the Nigerian man says Black America need to go home. And
Yeah, he came on the panel and said that yesterday.
oh, yesterday, okay.
Yes.
My take on that is, I believe is whoever says that he's not saying it out of anything but love. That's my personal belief. He's saying it out of love. And let me say this, love, and then I will come back to LAQ because if I have to choose as African, if I were to be, if I were to choose like a home from America, Philadelphia will be the home because that's the place where I've been for a long time before I moved. So I know Philadelphia. I will talk to LAQ a little bit, but let me just say this, love. You see, some of these things, I know both sides get some kind of thinking, some negative, some positive thinking on both sides. It's just sad that we are living in a situation like this. You know what I mean? I just hope and pray for the better and for better understanding. And but to looking down on each other or say things, it's not helping. Honestly speaking, to be honest, I wish I have the power, to make this thing better. I know maybe it will not go away completely, but I wish I have that power, and we all have our ups and downs. And to be honest, whether you consider yourself Black American or FBO or African American, people of color, throughout the all, we are going through a lot. It might be different ways, but there is no doubt about it that African American or Black American have contributed to this country. We know that. Some of us know that. We know they have contributed a lot. They have on our life, and up to this day, the advantage on Black or African American is too much. I remember LAQ, if you were here at the time of George Floyd when they unalive him, I see all kind of people, including Africans. I'm not saying this because I'm African. We came out the street, we protest. I remember shops were, break and things like that. For me personally, I feel so bad. That guy, when I remember the knee, I feel like I should go for that guy, even where he is right now in the jail, like to grab him and, But this, you don't have to believe me, but this is true. This is just the instinct about when I see somebody who I feel like he's like me, whether that person like me or not, even if I don't know you, because the world we are living now is like everybody got to look for his or her race. You know what I mean? So if I see somebody is taking advantage of a Black person, I promise you, love, I'm not saying this out of to say hypocrisy. No, it is the truth. When I see other race taking advantage of Black of any nation, including America, I feel pain. I feel pain. You don't have to be African, trust me. And I'm not disputing that all black, we never want to force black or African American to be African. No.
Black
But we,
Americans.
yeah, black American, we never want to force them to be African. That's not the point. Most Africans just want unity, play and laugh.
That's
And,
not,
and
no, I don't agree with you there. But go ahead. You got to
okay,
land
yeah,
your
that's
plane.
my opinion. Yeah. So LAQ, just let me just hit this on this since she's from Philadelphia, because I used to live in Philadelphia for quite some time. LAQ will testify to this. Philadelphia is a diverse city, right? Philadelphians are lovely. The black American here, they are lovely. Since I was there, like I see them go to the African mechanic shop. I see them go to the African grocery shop. I see them go buy African food. With they play and laugh with Africans. That's all I saw in Philadelphia. Yes, I get like you make me laugh. He say he saw them put the fruits in front of the house
Yes.
and sell it.
They growing vegetables in the front yard.
You make me
That's
laugh.
not the way we do things.
Yes, I know. You see, this is the thing, LQ. You see, if we can just have it in a professional way, like the way you're saying this, like if we can just have a conversation in a professional way to say, okay, this is not how we do things. This is not, instead of maybe going after each other like
No,
I'm not saying
listen.
LQ, I'm not
Hold
saying you
on.
say
No,
anything.
Mally, let her respond because you've been talking way over 3 minutes. Go ahead,
Yeah, and
boo.
I
Okay.
don't want to forget all the things that he said. Listen, I'm going to start with this. This is the problem with not just Africans, immigrants in general. What you want to do is you want to keep your stuff and you want to share ours. That's what you want to do. You know, you come into like in Philly, and I haven't lived in Philly in a while now. I want to say maybe 15 years now. So when we left, the immigrants had just started coming, and it happened so gradually that you don't even know it's happening at the time. You don't know you're being gentrified, basically. So, and I mean, in Philly, it was everything. It was Koreans, it was Cambodians, it was
Like
Africans,
New
it was
York.
Haitians. Yes, it was starting to get just like that. And when I tell you, we used to have block cleanings on the weekends. They would shut the blocks down and we would go outside and we would clean up. We would mow our lawns and, tend to the sidewalks, sweep them and everything like that. Like we used to keep it clean. But see, what happens is the immigrants will come in and you don't assimilate properly. You come in with that third world crap. You want to leave your potato chip bags outside. You don't want to plant in your yard. You don't want to keep your lawns tended to and manicured. And so what happens is we end up seeing that it's starting to look bad and we leave, and that's how they absorb our neighborhoods. We leave because we don't want to live around that. We are not like that. So
Okay.
no, it's not though. It's not about how we tell you. You can see how things are. You need to go in line with what's going on.
Okay. I agree with you, LQ. Love, if I can just rebuttal that quick.
Yeah, make it quick, and then we got to get to the next two people.
Yeah,
and
all
lock
I'm
up.
saying, LQ, definitely you have to protect your house. You have to watch who comes in and who goes out. I know that. But there is a way we can talk about it instead of using words. We are human. When you use word or foul word against me or bad word against me, my instinct, I'll feel the pain. It's the same thing. If I tell you something, all I'm saying, there's a way we should talk about it instead of using CUSS words. Let's just talk about it. Let's just find a way to talk about it. Because, love, I'm going to tell you this. If we careful the way we use our words, we take a course out of this thing, you will see. We will learn a lot from each other. If you tell me no, I know it's no. You don't have to say FUC no. Something like that, if I'm trying to make a sense here.
But
So
at the
all I'm
end of the day, Malik, I gotta stop you because I gotta let these other two people go, and then I'll let y'all. We'll open the panel back up. You all had slurs for us before we ever even met you. You all had slurs for us on your continent. You all had slurs for us in your communities before we ever fully came into contact with you. So it's very rich and ironic for you to tell us now we need to tone police ourselves when we respond to the terrible things that you all have been saying about us. And I'm not saying you specifically, but in general, we never had slurs for Africans or Caribbeans or, particular groups of Africans. We didn't have slurs. Everybody globally has slurs for Black Americans. And now that we're starting to say something back, it's like, oh no, be nice to me. Just because I slapped you doesn't mean you get to punch me. No, if you slap me, I could punch you in the face. I could kick you in the nuts. I could do whatever to defend myself. So I'm going to get to the next people and then we'll come back and we can continue that. But can I have Lady Justice? Can I have your ethnicity? And I'm going to give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Hello, everybody. This is Lady
Hello.
Justice. I am a foundational Black American was born and raised in close to Natchitoches, Louisiana. And I am going to answer your question. I do not think that we should go back and build anything in that place which we don't know anything about except the people that come over here and they are disrespectful. Now, number one, some of us were sold into slavery from these people. Number two, they come over here with these derogatory names for us and disrespect us and talk about us and look down on us and try to treat us bad on our own soil our ancestors have blood, sweat, and tears in. And then on top of that, Ghana president came over here with that nonsense. And I mean, it's just one thing after the other. I think they've burned their bridge. I do not think that we should associate with people that come over here that behave like that at all, which are mostly Nigerians and Africans. I just don't think that we should. The bridges has been burnt, and they accuse us of xenophobia, which we have every right in the world to be leery of them because of their track record in selling a lot of folks into slavery for sugar biscuits and tobacco and trinkets and crap like that. They are very disrespectful. They live in a third world environment, which is just disgusting. It's HELL hole, in which Donald Trump said it was, and I believe him because a lot of those streets are unpaved. They don't have consistent electricity. They don't have anything, and we have everything over here. Why would we leave our place to go to live like we're living back in the Stone Ages with them and build their place up? Just the fact that they would say that is a insult, and they're playing us for stupid to come and try to get us to build up their place because they're too chicken to do it. They keep running away from it, and I just think it's absolutely insulting and ridiculous that someone would even utter for us to come over there and do that, and they need to stay there and do it themselves. How dare you ask us to build anything for you after you have stabbed us in the back repeatedly? Go get a life. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Yes. And he made it seem like we were selfish because we don't go and help our people. That's literally what he said.
Well, I just want to say this also, just the whole mindset of these people, it's jealous and just deeply wicked towards foundational Black Americans. It's very evil. And I just wish that they would get their karma, and I will support karma 1,000,000,000%, because I even have to deal with a lot of these people on the jobs, and they're constantly trying to undermine Black Americans on our soil over here in our country. You come over here to take our benefits our tax dollars. You come over here to constantly try to harm us. Leave us alone and stop stabbing us in the back. Stop trying to scam us into building up your place and trick us and get green cards. And you leave your wives and your whole families back home, and you come over here and you're, cheating around with women, and you're scamming, and it's just leave us alone. Just go mind your own business and leave us alone. That's how I feel.
Okay,
Stop trying to hurt us. Leave us alone. Stop trying to hurt us continuously over and over and over again.
Love, can I respond?
No, I have 3 new people. Once they go, then you could go again.
I'm done for now. Unless you guys want me to say anything else, you can click back on or tell me to come back on.
I wanted to respond
you could just hang tight on the panel, and I'm gonna get to the 3 people, and then after everybody speaks, I'll open up the panel so everybody could kind of talk to each other. Okay, Petty Tendergrass, hello.
Hey, what's up, sister?
What's
Petty
up? How you doing?
Tendergrass from the Carolinas, baby. I'm
Let me
doing
give you.
good.
All right. Go ahead. I gave you your 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Nigerian man says black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Africa ain't our damn home. What the hell?
I'm just saying what he said.
America's our home, and based on how, excuse me, and based on how America's looking, our ancestors did a hell of a job building this joker. You feel me? So I don't know what this dude talking about. He done lost his mind. Y'all better not fall for that damn go back home griff and all that. We are home. This is our home. Our ancestors in these grounds. You feel me? I'm talking about for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years going back. So I don't know about. It's not our job to build somebody else's continent. We over 10,000 miles across the ocean. What the hell we got to be worried about Africa for? That doesn't even make sense. Over 10,000 miles of ocean. Why would we be focused on a whole nother continent
He said
that we
we're
don't
all
have?
the same people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said we're all the same people because we're all black, and Africans are our people.
I told people, them Africans, they try to use this race concept, the whitey supremacist race concept to try to say that they the same as us just because of skin color. We are not the same, dog.
Wait, and
I don't
somebody just
have.
said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off, but I want you to answer this." Somebody said y'all or respond to what you think of somebody just saying y'all don't even have rights over here. Y'all barely have rights. What you think about that?
That's done. That's stupid. If we didn't have rights, none of they dusty asses would be over here right now. That doesn't even make sense. They just saying stuff. There would be no Africans in America right now if we had no rights. So they just be talking. They just be saying stuff. But don't fall for the grift, man. We Americans. We building this thing up. This is our homeland, and we ain't got nothing to do with them niggas over there 10,000 miles across the ocean. They trying to escape their continent to get over here. Just think about that. Think about that right there. They trying to escape their own homeland to come to our homeland. So who really messed up in the game? Who really need to build their homeland? They need to build their own homeland. We're not the ones trying to escape out of our continent and go to somebody else's homeland. They trying to do the thing. They trying to escape their continent to come all the way over here.
Facts. Okay. DET Miami.
What's good?
What's up? Okay, let me start your countdown. Go ahead. You got 3 minutes.
The Nigerian man says black Americans need to go home to fix Africa. Do you agree? Absolutely not. This is just more typical, desperate, obsessed Nigerian African behavior. And this is just a Nigerian scam and a Somali scam. Nigeria or Africa at all is not our home. It's not our ancestors' home. Black Americans have never lived a lifestyle akin to anything that animates Africa, ever. Even during slavery, if you see pictures of the slaves, like they were clean, they were neat, they didn't defecate in the streets.
Oh
The
Lord.
children were fed. So these people are literally disrespecting us as well as the Africans over here, because you're specifically asking black Americans to come home and not the other Africans that have left you and are largely unwanted, not only in America, but all the other developed countries that they immigrated to. We don't assimilate well to third world environments. Clearly, the Black Americans who have went over there are resented because people are saying that they're outpricing them. They have a superiority complex. And pretty much the same shit the Africans are saying over here in America.
Wait, right quick. Do you know that in Ghana they were calling Black Americans colonizers?
Exactly. So we hear the rhetoric from a lot of the Black Americans that go over to Africa and the negative experiences that they have, and all of the people and Black Americans being unalived over there. We would never defy our logic and abandon a first world country that we built to go and fix a foreign nation that we have no connection to, just randomly based off Pan-African emotion, just to be disrespected. That's diabolical. We actually operate with critical thinking and common sense, which is actually hard for you, and we understand that. So I don't even think that we should engage y'all in any conversations because it makes no sense. It's a waste of our time. And if we do so as a courtesy, but we don't have to. The only reason I do it is because I noticed that these people were literally going around because they're obsessed with us, trying to control the narrative about us and rewrite our history. And I would never allow that to happen. Because I feel like this is media warfare. This is economic warfare. This is spiritual warfare and every kind of warfare you can imagine. And I also feel like it's witchcraft. Like these people are literally trying to this rock with us. They're trying to harvest our energy. These people engage with us. It never goes well, and they keep constantly doing it because they just want to take some of our energy. They want to take our style. They want to take our whole existence and assume it for themselves just to disappoint everybody. They can't fill our shoes, and the sooner they realize that, the better off they'll be, and stop trying to compare themselves to us because they don't compare. Because that's what gets them all mad and butthurt and get their panties in a bunch. They don't take rejection well.
Okay, thank you, DT. Let's get to CJ. Can I have your ethnicity, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you 3 minutes to
Harvest
speak on the
energy.
prompt. CJ, CJ,
Oh, hello.
hello.
How you doing, host? I'm Nigerian.
Are you in America?
Yes, I am in America.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, and go ahead.
Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Do you agree? No, it's not y'all's responsibility. Y'all have no ties to that place. And no, whatsoever. Y'all are not obligated to. If you want to, that's up to you. But there is something that I do want to speak to. I've been in your spaces. I do like some of the conversation you had, but I've heard some Black Americans, they do express certain strong contempt or dislike for Africans, which I get it. Shabuzi, some Caribbeans like Byron Donalds, they are problematic. But overall, I just wanted to say this. If y'all really feel so strongly about certain immigrants or immigrants as a whole, why don't y'all take notes from the Dominican Republic? The Dominican Republic in 2010 revised their constitution, removing birthright citizenship or naturalization. And in September 23rd, 2013, they went far back in history, far as 1929. So if you couldn't trace your lineage to 1929, no more citizenship for you. Whether you were born there,
That's what's
naturalized.
happening. Isn't that what's happening? Exactly. It's coming up in June. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
And within that short time period, within a few to 2 years or 1 to 2 years, they deported over 80,000 Haitians. And so, and if they got deported and try to come back, they'll tax them again and then deport them again. So to the Black Americans in this live that really don't like certain immigrants or Africans, why don't y'all take notes from the Mino Blacks?
Have you not been seeing what's going on with the current administration? That's
But
literally
Donald
what's
Trump,
happening.
but Donald Trump is not foundationally American. He's a
It doesn't
descendant of
matter.
recently arrived European immigrants. He's a descendant
Well,
of
I mean,
Ellis
if you
Islanders.
want to do the whole 1929 thing, like you said, then he would qualify. So it depends on whatever stipulations or however this is going to go. And I just need to put this disclaimer out there. I do not have a vitriolic disdain for all immigrants. I do not. So much so to where as I want everybody just to get the hell out. I don't share those sentiments. Illegal people, absolutely. Go back, do your due diligence, get your paperwork, absolutely. But everybody that's an immigrant, no. The ones that are literally trying to undermine us, absolutely. Get the fuck on. Other than that, if you just living your life, live your life. Like that's me personally. Everybody has their own opinions, and I have to keep saying that. We are all grown. I'm a grown ass woman. Can't nobody tell me a fuck all what to do or how to think. I literally have a sign that says not all. Like
No,
I'm not here to say every single Latino get the fuck on, every single African, but there are pockets, and as a collective, y'all need to have some respect, some grace, and leave us the fuck alone and mind your business when it comes to certain things that deals with us. That's my point and what I'm trying to convey.
I never expressed that towards you. You've always made that very clear. But I'm speaking to those that have very strong resentments, and I acknowledge some of my people suck. We can agree on that. Some of them, I wholeheartedly agree. I don't even like some of my people, but I just want to say to those that strongly feel that way towards Africans or immigrants in general, maybe y'all should take some notes from the Mino Blacks. That's all I wanted to
It's
say.
already happening. We don't need help. We don't need advice, especially not from the Mino Blacks. That's what she's trying to say.
Okay. Somebody said they'll PayPal $100. My PayPal is my email is lovejonesbusiness11 at gmail.com. I will have to put up and try to. I don't think I wrote down the timestamp of when he said it. Don't nobody got a lot of y'all, and I don't have to prove shit. But I like money, so I'll go through the live stream, and I want my motherfucking bread too, bitch. Anyways, Coach, hello. Can you hear? Hello?
Can you hear me, Love Jones?
Yeah, you sound kind of low.
Yeah, it's
We can hear you though.
opposition. Nah, listen, we got opposition on these apps. I'm definitely overjoyed for your platform.
Thank
Just for
you.
conversation, I've traced my family ethnic lineage tree to year 1815, Pamlico County, North Carolina, USA on my paternal
Thank
side.
you.
T97, Gulfport County, Greensboro, North Carolina, on my maternal side. My parents have since passed. They met here in the city of Philadelphia, born and raised. Generation X, 55, 56 next month. Uh, we've been dealing with these, and I'm glad that I was on the audio app called Clubhouse when we was all in the house in 2020. We got recordings, we got receipts. This is a response.
Hello.
Like, listen, this is a response. Y'all don't know our culture. We come from the dozens. We come from Jonesing on one another. We are petty. We are the Olympic gold medalists of the petty Olympics. We know
Damn
y'all
right we
petty.
petty, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We are petty and we bragging. I know we not a culturally we don't brag because we challenge our own individual greatness. We got two separate fights on our respective land masses. Melanated people been fighting melanated people on their ancestors' soil for centuries. We have not. We've been fighting these troglodyte Neanderthals under the U.S. Census classified as YT European Mafia peasant reptilian criminals at different times and periods that they've come here. So we got you don't even know our fight. We don't have
Mhm.
tribalism here. We don't have that. We're more uh geographical, regional. However, all over 99.9% of our people, when we start tracing our family trees, because I've met people on this app that's on my tree, on other platforms, and I've met them in person. We're going to find out that through marriages and friendship, we are connected. We are phenomenon, y'all. I know we
Mhm.
can't see it because we live it every day. These people think phenotype skin color unites us. And that's not what unites us, you idiots. Then they tell us how we gonna tell each other apart. Y'all always
Oh, they
brag
love
about
saying
how
that.
many different tribes and clans on the African misnomer, because that wasn't the original name, continent. Y'all can tell each other a tribe Igbo can tell the difference between a tribe Fulani in the same country. What do you make you think we ain't got the aptitude? We've been seeing y'all. We just had been indoctrinated with we are the world, we are the children, and we felt empathy. We've helped the world. There would not be a Chinese American if it wasn't for our advocacy to end the 1882 Chinese Exclusionary Act law. We wouldn't even be having this Wong Kim Ark conversation right now. But that we help people to a fault. We helped create AAPI during Democrat Franklin D. Roosevelt's terms. These are the facts. I don't even want you to believe what I'm saying. Fact check me. Go research it for yourself. There will be no South Koreans here if our ancestors didn't fight in the Korean WAR. There'd be no Germans here.
Mhm.
There'd be no Brit. Listen, we have helped the world and we done. We saying we gonna focus on us and people upset about that. That lets me know
Yes, they are very mad.
you never cared about our people
Hella
from the
mad.
jump. Long as you could benefit from us, because y'all wasn't on our radar. Y'all got involved in a family squabble that's been going on pre Civil WAR. We've been dealing with the traitors in our lineage for a long time, and they had the might.
Yep, that's facts.
Y'all got involved in a family squabble through this mythical red, black, and green nonsense. And now you taking strays and you want to cop out and cop please. Nah, you with them. We against our own. We call out our own. We go against our own as traitors. You should have got involved. We don't even get involved in family squabbles. We could love both of the brothers and see them squabbling. We ain't gonna pick a side. All we gonna say is, come on, y'all. Cut it out. We ain't gonna let them unalive each other, though. But we ain't gonna pick no side because we know them brothers will turn on us. They still brothers. That's what y'all don't understand. You should have mind your business, like your parents and grandparents when they came here. Did y'all know that these Caribbeans, yo, we've been helping these people over 100 years, y'all. They've come through the Ellis Island at the bottom. They've come through when we helped build the Panama Canal in 1909, our people helped get them here. And that's why they trying to take claim to Harlem Renaissance and everything else, y'all.
It's a mess. Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous. And for those African misnomers that say that, listen, I got a recording of a West African saying that in Africa, somebody tried to move a piece off her grandfather's land. They don't. They law is machete. They don't
Mm-hmm.
got no courts. And
Yep.
if you want me to play it, I'll play it with your permission.
Oh
So
no, if it's gonna be like inflammatory language and stuff.
no. I made sure I can't play the other ones I got.
Okay. Well, hold on, Coach. Let's let Black Queen speak, and then we'll come back to it. Black Queen, are you
Hey,
there?
hey,
Hi.
yes. Hi, sis. Um,
Can we have your ethnicity right quick, and then I'll give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
sure. Black American. Um, and let's see, Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Do you agree? Absolutely not. I was on some panel and the other day, and there was an African girl saying, well, we can say the same thing to you all, that you can just go back to Africa. And the
Oh,
thing is, yeah,
Lord.
So this is something, and I want everybody to understand. These people have an agenda, most of them, and I'm with you, love. I don't hate anybody, first of all, but it's the majority of them. But there is a small, minute minority who really don't feel the way that they do, but the majority of them do. And so it just makes everybody look bad. At this point, I think we just feel like, well, we just can't trust none of you. So we just done, kind of done. A lot of us feel that way, but I don't hate anybody, right? And I don't think the most of us do. I think we're just tired of the disrespect. But yeah, she said the same thing. And so one thing I noticed is one of them say one thing and it just carries on and carries on, and they all pick up on it. And that's how you know it's an agenda. This is reverse psychology because that is not our home. If we go there, we're foreigners. Just like, Liberia, when the freedmen went over there to try to build up their country, and look what they did to them. So that is not a home of ours, and it never has been. I don't believe it ever has been. So no, is it Black Americans? Absolutely not. They need to build their own country, but I don't think that they're capable of doing it. And so they see that we are capable of doing it, and they come over here and they try to ride off our coattails. They want us to leave here and go there to their third world country where they won't even build a landfill for trash. And they want to stay here and pretend like they're us. But what they don't understand is they can't and never will and don't know how to be us. They don't. We are a special kind of people. And for one thing, I just want to tell my people, remember who you are. Remember you're special. And we are in a fight, and we're capable of winning this fight. And I land there.
Okay. All right, soon I'm gonna rotate to let some new people come up on the panel. But for now, we can go ahead. What's your name? Malik. But please do not monologue for too long. Try to keep it like under 2 minutes, and no over talking each other. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, love. Love, I'm so proud of you. You seems to be so matured and careful the way you speak, and this is what it's all about. When we, as grown adults, choose what we say and how we say it is very, very important. I appreciate you for that. And also, this is the sad thing. One of the lady just talked about Africa, about being HIT-all and things like that. Unfortunately, blacks throughout the world, including in America here, and I'm not saying this in a disrespect form, the black neighborhood, most of them, if you go out there, also the same thing you're talking about, the HIT. This is why I said it earlier.
Latin America.
We don't have to go like that, because there's a untidiness on both ends. There is a complete untidiness on both ends, and this doesn't mean that some of these things, like, we don't have to do that anyway. But anyway, and also when it comes to taking our, what we have, Africans don't write the rules here. They don't put the rules here. Africa goes through process. When you go for job as African, they interview, they look at your resume, and if you qualify, they hire you. I don't see, or I don't know why, some, because not all, some black Americans feel like Africans are taking that. Africans never write any rules. When they go for job, they qualify. That's why they got the job, and they even get hired by black American. I've seen African interviewed by black American and get hired. So I don't know. All I can say is this: it's just HATE. To be honest, in the part of some black American, is just HATE. That's the simple fact. Other than that, these Africans don't do nothing. Most Africans, I should say, don't do nothing to any black American whatsoever. And the slow words.
That's a lie.
It's true. And the slow words.
No,
You
it's
can, you
not.
can.
We have multiple instances that we can cite right now of Africans committing specific harm on Black Americans. That's a pipe dream.
Okay, let me land my plane. All I'm saying, both ends. We can say bad things on both sides if we choose to. But what I'm trying to say again is this: Africans are not here to take nothing from anybody. And the same rules that apply to African, the same rules apply to Indians, to Chinese, to black. So I don't know why just African. You know what I mean? Again, to say that we are disrespecting or this and that, I don't see where the disrespect is coming from. If you ask me, the disrespect is coming more from some, again, not all, some black American, you know?
So you don't see
So,
the Africans disrespecting Black Americans all over
yes, I
TikTok.
do see
But you
some,
said you
yes.
follow Love Jones and she posted all the time, but you were just talking about her
I
comedy show.
do, I
She
agree.
posted all the time when she do the
I
reactions
agree,
to African
some.
disrespect.
I
Ghana was
agree.
just a specific instances of African disrespect towards Black Americans. Did you not see Ghana come over here and pull that stunt?
That I agree with you.
That's
I'm saying,
disrespect.
that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
we have different views or perceptions of respect, but to Black
Right.
Americans, stuff like that is very disrespectful. We take umbrage
That
in stuff like that.
that I
We're
agree on both
offended.
sides. Both sides have people who
But when we
say
say
some.
bad stuff, a lot of the time you just don't like delivery. It's actually
And you
factually and statistically true because we don't have a reason to lie on anybody. And it's not specific to Africans. Y'all just like to center yourselves. We hold all immigrant groups accountable, and Africans aren't exempt. Y'all just don't
But you're coming after African too
accountability for
much.
Black
Why is
Americans
that?
because you
yeah,
largely historically haven't gotten it.
because
We're
y'all
not going after
deserve it.
shit. We're
That's
holding you
why.
accountable. Those qualifications you're talking about, there's something called Operation Nightingale in America. A lot of those qualifications were fake. A lot of that immigration information was fake. We have Africans
It's
coming
not
over
fake.
here under
That's
multiple
not true,
identities.
TD.
We had
It's not
Africans
fake.
commit 2 attacks over here, not on behalf of African country, but on behalf of Iran. So we don't want to hear this BS
It's,
about there's no harm, there's no disrespect. We already know that.
no, it's not a fake. It's not
You
fake.
say it's
And you
more, we
know
already
it's been
acknowledge that.
disrespect.
No, it's
It
not a
is
But
fake.
fake.
he
It's already
knows
been
that it's
proven.
been
We're not about to argue
disrespect.
about facts. It is fake.
No, it is not a fake.
Even you lying up here,
It
if
is
Yeah,
you
not.
they
don't
That's
playing
not
some
prove
true.
it,
kind
that's
of game.
disrespect.
But
No, it's
y'all
not a fake.
We
constantly
just take
lying
this serious.
about
It's
it.
not a
Y'all
game. We
constantly
not
lying
lying on
about
It's
it.
you.
not a fake.
Nobody
Is
has a
so
reason to target
y'all constantly
Africans.
lying about it is what makes it even worse. It's so much more insulting. You want to talk about all these other immigrant
And
groups?
why they always
Yes.
want to center themselves or worry
DT,
about
let
how Black
Yeah.
Americans
LA get a
interact with
word
other
in.
groups?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
your business how we
Thank
interact
you.
with anybody
DT,
else.
let LA get a word in. Go ahead.
Listen, I feel the same about all immigrants. I know that they ain't here for me. But the difference is that y'all so-called black or melanated immigrants, we kind of felt like we had maybe a camaraderie with y'all, not a allyship, but some kind of camaraderie where it was like, y'all wouldn't go against us, but you do go against us. You go against us every chance you get, even especially with a YT. You don't know how many panels I've been on where y'all will jump to their side. Y'all will jump to their side. So y'all deserve this work. Y'all gonna get this work, and it is nowhere near over. So you need to just get used to it for now and be quiet. Put your little tail between your legs and go sit in the corner somewhere until it dies down. But it ain't going nowhere yet.
Again, love. I'm going to say this on both ends. It's rather unfortunate for the black community
And
on
you
both
can't
ends
tell us how to
because
react to you in our own
it's not
home.
looking good on both sides.
You don't get to
It's
decide to
not looking
tell
good
us
on
that
both sides if
how
that's the
we
This
case.
is
should
actually
treat
a very
you.
good thing for Black Americans. It's been very beneficial to us so far. When
No,
we
it is
announced
You don't get to
delineation, do you
decide.
notice how the
because
immigration efforts to remove y'all
May I
has
answer
ramped
the
up since we
prompt?
announced delineation?
and
When
love.
they
Let me just say
realized you
this
didn't
quick.
have
I'm a
our
drop down,
advocacy
okay?
anymore, which was your
Let me
cover
say
for
this
a
quick.
long time in regards to legislation in
You don't
America.
get to betray
All
people and
right.
disrespect them
Nobody
for
betray us.
decades and then want
Stop
to
the
tell
cap,
them
like
how to
LAP.
react
Nobody
to
betray.
you.
You can't
Africa
tell
don't
us.
betray you.
Yes, you
Why
did.
the cap?
You
Don't do
did.
that.
Let me. I want
No,
No,
That's
to
if you
not.
don't
Those
see.
like it,
views
go
All
are
right,
home.
vernacular
What
guys.
we
though.
no,
gotta
They
One
Africa
do
mic,
never
that?
vaguely
one
though.
betray
mic.
That's
you.
Matter of fact,
disrespectful.
hold
No,
on. We got a
stop
new
the
That's
person
cap.
on the
cat.
panel. Let me wait. Let me give her 3 minutes.
Love. Let me just say
Wait a
this quick.
minute. No, let me give this person 3 minutes and then I'll open the panel back up. And can y'all please not over talk each other and don't monologue? Like Malik, you cannot talk for 25 minutes. Of course, people are going to interject, but we have to have some decorum. Everybody talking all over each other is tacky. Okay.
No, you can drop me down
Tosh
if you need
versus
more
me.
space.
Oh no, not right now, but
Oh,
it's somebody
okay.
just dropped. So, Tosh versus me. Can I have your ethnicity and then you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Black American. I wanted to answer this prompt. A Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. No, That's not our responsibility to go back and fix any part in any country of Africa. However, I have been to Ghana. And what I will say is that, I listened to America Owes Us Reparations, right? And a part of me feels like that's an uphill battle. That's these white tees ain't gonna never give us that. what I what I've done and what I feel is that everyone says that Africa is this, Africa is that, but there's a lot of resources there. And what I've decided to do is go back and capitalize off the resources there. And so, yeah, it's not the greatest place. They're still developing. There's a lot that they are doing there. I've only been there once. I actually go back next month. I'll be there for 3 months, conducting business there. And I personally, I only speak for me. So, and please, whatever anybody does, don't put me in no Pan African group. Don't box me into any of that. I'm someone that just went there to a summit on behalf of my college, and I saw what I could get from out of Africa. You know what I mean? And so it is something that I'm going back to conduct business there, to give back. I guess you can't say I will be giving back because I have to in order to conduct business there, but I'm exporting and importing. And so what I would like to also say is to the gentleman up top. To the she did get my ethnicity. I said it. If you didn't hear it, I'm sorry. To the gentleman up top, what I will say to you is this. I think you're being a bit just disingenuous, just a bit. And here's the thing. When I was growing up, when African people were coming into the country back in the 80s, you guys kept your distance from us. You did. I was always told you guys didn't like us. You guys definitely kept your distance. You kept your space. You guys separated yourselves. And I think a lot of what I see today is you guys separate yourselves still from us. And I think that's where a lot of the frustration and the anger comes from with Black Americans, because I think Black Americans are, you know what I mean, saying finally, like, hey, y'all been doing this for ages. Since y'all started coming here, since the Black Americans fought for y'all to come here, y'all have been separating yourselves and sticking to your culture here in America. And when you separate yourselves like that, you come with your biases and you separate yourselves like that. Now you just have the people reacting to that. You have Black Americans reacting to it. So I'll land there. And for the last time, I'm Black American. For anybody, I can trace my ancestors on both sides back to the early 1800s.
Okay. Can we have user 58? Can I have your ethnicity? And you have 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
My ethnicity is Aboriginal Indian from Arkansas back in the 1700s. So I go way back with my family, and we used to be called the Turtle Island. And
Okay.
we were a lot of tribes here in America, and we've been here, and we never been to Africa. At least not my side of the family.
Okay, go for it. You can speak on the
Well,
prompt.
I don't understand why the African gentleman want us to go back to Africa, and I don't know what he means by that. There were some that came over in the late 1800s. It was not as big as people say it was. Everything is a facade and propaganda to hide the truth about us being already here, about us owning land, being farmers, creators, the Tartarian people. We were here, we were government, and it was also our people that they lied about that got killed on the Titanic. There were a lot of Black people that were here in America got killed on the Titanic. They tried to make the movie and make it look like it's Europeans, but they were Black, and they were not on the bottom of the boat. They was on top. There's pictures out there if you want to find it. We are creators. We are believers. We are the true people. I'm not going back to no Africa. I didn't come there. My grandmother didn't come from there. My mom, my great grandmother. So that's all I wanted to say, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We don't have anyone. Okay, so the panel is now open. Once again, do not monologue. Please don't speak for more than like a minute or so until and like allow other people to also talk. And no over talking. I really don't like that.
Okay, quick, let me just say this quick, love. I'm gonna drop down. One thing I'm happy about is
The audio,
TikTok.
and I'm dropped down so somebody else can come. I just wanted to play the
TikTok.
audio to debunk
Oh.
what this African was just saying, because this is a West African talking about machete law. That's they come from lawless countries.
Okay, go ahead, and then after Coach Malik, you could go because you've been going a lot. Go ahead.
Love, you talking to me?
Yeah, we're gonna let Coach play this audio, and then you can go after.
Okay, one thing I'm happy about TikTok.
Not right now. He's playing something. Let him play this, and then you could go because you've been going a lot.
To go to war with the other people next door and say, no, they don't need court. It was just machete. And I'm like, oh, sorry, wait a minute. And it works. The court is still right back. Okay? Right back. So there's this law that we still follow inside the region. And then
I
there's
can't hear that. Y'all can hear it?
yeah. Speak. I really want to hear
No.
Jonathan.
We can't hear it.
Can you
Oh
hear it?
man, not at all. No, it sounds very muffled.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't
All
know
right,
what's going on.
let me just drop down.
Okay, thank you.
All right, family tree.
All right. Let's let this person go, and then Malik, you could go. Random dude on X. Can I have your ethnicity? And then you could go ahead and speak for 3 minutes on the prompt.
Oh, I'm black and I'm from South Africa.
Are you
All
in
right.
America?
No, I'm not in America.
Oh, okay. Go
Um,
ahead.
but I wanted to address something. This is about the disrespect that you say Africans have towards Americans. I'll be honest with you. A lot of it comes from us, South Africans, right? It's not much of disrespect, but more of annoyance with you guys. And I'll tell you why. You see, South Africans or a lot of Africans, we're not here looking at you guys like you guys are as great as you claim. I'll tell you why. You guys have this thing of, it seems like picking up a book in America is illegal. You guys,
Okay, no, we're not gonna
see,
let you get up here and denigrate us.
I'll tell
I'm
you.
not letting you do it.
Listen,
You're not even in
listen.
America. I'm not about to let you do that
I've been to
because
America.
then,
I've
no,
been
I
to
don't know who you
America.
think you are, but
Mhm.
you saying that it's illegal for us to pick up a book when we have the most HBCUs, black owned historical colleges in the goddamn world. And on top of that, your apartheid movement was literally mirrored after the civil rights movement. So to get up here and disrespect us in that way is not going to be tolerated.
Okay, then let me answer that. The people who were part of that movement will never be in this panel.
I
You
don't
have
even
just
want to hear anything else you have to say
Mhm.
after that because you are very arrogant to me in a condescending tone, and you started this off with bad faith. You who the fuck do you think you are to come over here saying you're annoyed? We I don't what? I'm not doing this
I'm trying
tonight.
to answer.
No. No. Get the fuck ASAP. I'm tired of letting y'all just come over here be blatantly disrespectful. I'm about to keep like we're not doing that. I don't have it in me. Sometimes I go back and forth, but you're not even here. You're not even here. You're gonna get up here and say black Americans are annoying. Worry about the Nigerians y'all kicking out in South Africa. What is going on? Y'all getting y'all asses beat by the Afrikaners out there. Getting up here talking about black Americans annoy you. What? We don't even know you. You don't even go here. You don't even go here. What is wrong with these people? Who do they think they are? Who do they think they really think they could come up here and talk that hot money, cash money shit and we just gonna let it rock? It's the audacity. Exactly. It's the audacity for me. He really got up here and said, oh, you guys annoy me. It seems like you don't pick up a book. Bitch, we have more education than you will ever see in your life.
Hey Jones,
Oh, hey, what's
kind
up? Yeah,
of
hold on. Let me give you your
looking
3 minutes.
back.
Go ahead.
So this South African person, I've been over to South Africa before. The white folks over there, which is the Afrikaners warriors, they're living good over there. Like I went to Johannesburg. They don't have no upper middle class thriving black South African communities over there in South Africa. Especially Johannesburg. They call them townships over there, like Soweto, Alexander over there in South in Johannesburg. They live in shipping containers and townships over there in South Africa. And also is that over in South Africa, how are you gonna be 80% of the population, but you allow only 8% of the border control over 85% of the resources over there in South Africa? Tell me that. Because I've been all over South Africa. I've been to Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban, Pretoria. I've been to the places over in South Africa. The South Africans can't adjust that fact is that how you allow 85, how you allow 8% of the population control over 85% of your economy over in South Africa. And also is that you allow Julius Malema to be locked up. How come none of them South Africans advocate for that biggest star, though, Julius Malema? He actually advocated for them South Africans, though, and then you don't see them South Africans raising noise over there trying to get Julius Malema by there. We got Assange Shakur by there. We not even the majority over there. Over there in South Africa, they're the majority. They're 80% of the whole entire population over in South Africa. They got enough numbers. They get Julius Malema by there if they want to, but they chose not. But they choose not to. And also over there in South Africa is that they allowed the small hats that basically gained citizenship. The small hats and Ukrainians actually gained citizenship over there in South Africa about a year ago. And also, as that speaking of South Africa, y'all need to worry about because your whole government by being apartheid, you had the DA over there, which is equivalent to the apartheid government over there. They by being powered, they only like 1-2 election away from being control of the full government over there. The ANC, the African National Congress, which is Julius Malema, which is Nelson Mandela's party, his party about to lose power. They got this Afrikaner apartheid, I think political party called the DA over there. They like 1 or 2 elections away over there for being in power over there. So
Black
they don't
Vanguard,
like
that South African said that you lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I've been to South Africa though. I know the politics that goes on with South Africa. You got the DA over here, which is equivalent to the apartheid political party over here in South Africa. They only like 1 or 2 elections away from gaining full power over there in South Africa. The DA is the second most powerful. The DA is the second most. It's the top political party in South Africa than the ANC. So the DA is actually gaining more power. And also, speaking of Cape Town, South Africa, how you allow the Afrikaans Boers to have a whole entire white only town in Aronia? For y'all understand, Aronia is like a small little like 30 minutes away from Cape Town. They got a whole white sundown town in South Africa while being 80% of the population. The white sundown town is called Aronia. It's like right near Cape Town. And I'm
That is
not lying.
true.
I know the politics over
No,
South
that is
Africa, so you can
true.
tell me.
That is true.
Okay, let's let the 2 new people speak on the prompt. Bricks, can I have your ethnicity? And you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Oh, hello. How are you, everyone?
Hello. Can I have your ethnicity? And then I'm gonna give you 3 minutes.
Yeah. I'm from South Africa as well. By the way,
Okay.
let
Go
me
ahead.
first of all apologize to all of you for what that guy just said. If there's anything that annoys me, it's not just my fellow South Africans, it's all Africans, in fact. Because one thing about South Africans and Africans always picking on you guys, I always laugh because I always tell them that Black Americans are the strongest black people on the planet. And the reason I always say that is because you guys, you live in a country that to this day still makes life so difficult for you, but you have made something of yourself more than all the other black groups on the planet, right? You have created a culture that everyone copies. You have created a culture that everyone copies. Even me, my favorite rapper, I listen to hip hop. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in 1983. I'm 43 years old this year. I grew up on American culture. Everyone in South Africa has always copied American culture. Trust me, even though they'll never come online and admit it. But you guys, you are the most copied. You are the most influential, even though you are the most disrespected. You understand? But to me, I'll always respect the African American community, because you guys, you have fought the good fight. Do you know that this guy, Black, I respect you, brother. You know South Africa very well. Right now, they are celebrating the downfall of one of our own, a black man, Julius Malema. South Africans hate themselves. There's no black love in this country. It's just hatred. You understand? There's all this political divide. There's no unity. Most black South Africans want to be liked by white people. They pander to whiteness so much. It's so annoying. You understand? So I want to tell you guys, African Americans, FBA, you have a right to refer to
Just
yourself
Black
as whatever
American
you
is
like.
fine.
Yes, Black American. Guys, don't ever take the people of this continent serious. You do way too much to ever even be offended by the people of this continent. They don't even take themselves seriously. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Veronica, are you there? Veronica?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Can I have your ethnicity? And then you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Okay, thank you. Black American, and I don't have any immigrants in my family. To address the prompt, do Black Americans need to go, quote unquote, go home and fix Africa? No. No. I mean, you have 2 billion people there, and it's still just, I never understand how you would have that many people there, such a large population, and you look to, what, 45, 50 million people and expect them to do anything. That's not our concern. And also, I was trying to, as you mentioned, Love, yesterday, I was trying to chime in, but one thing I
Yeah,
can't,
what happened?
my phone just started doing a glitch after I accepted an update. Yeah, I did an update and it just started acting funny. But I wanted to chime in because this is it's mental illness. Someone spoke a while ago and they said that we're I can't recall the word that they used, but we're a phenomenon, and we are. This is rampant mental illness. The thinking of other people, the behaviors of other people, it's their daily functioning. And this is something that we're all too familiar with because we've all experienced these people. So I couldn't help but look at my DSM-5, and one of the disorders that stood out, it just, kind of, outlines a pervasive pattern of a disregard for the rights of others, including deceitfulness, exploitation, aggression, criminal behavior, exploitative interpersonal styles. So that's antisocial personality disorder and conduct disorder. So I'm just like looking, I'm like, this is not good. This is not normal. And so I'm like, where can I, put a word to what this is? So I couldn't help but just look in my DSM, and with another conduct disorder, it just speaks to aggression towards maybe people or animals, physical fights, threats, intimidation, stealing, lying, breaking into property, serious rule violations. And then I'm looking back thinking like, okay, well, what does the continent look like? Now, if it doesn't apply, then let it fly. But I can't help but make the correlation between the two. Okay, so wouldn't there be some order there? But no. So I don't know. It just, those two things, they stood out to me. I'm like, this we've got to put a name to this. So we have to be careful. I want to just, when we engage with others, just knowing that they're not well. So I don't know how much more time I have, but yeah. No, we don't need to fix anything. We have to, we can focus on ourselves. We have enough to focus on with ourselves. And again, like I said, if it doesn't apply,
let it fly, but just knowing engaging with others, they're not well. So just like tempering our responses where we can, but also, giving it to them how they give it to us, we have to. Thank you.
Okay. Can we have Brandon Jennings? Can we have your ethnicity? And then you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
American.
I didn't hear you. What?
I said I'm African American.
You're African? Which country are you from?
You gotta
I said
speak
I'm
up.
African American, so-called African American.
Okay. So do you have an immigrant background?
No.
Okay. All right. You got 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask that same question actually. Is a lot of people talk the back to Africa stuff, but as soon as I ask where are these people from in Africa, it gets disrespectful. But I posed the same question on this panel. Does anyone know where you can go in Africa and see the rest of the Negroes or the people that created hip hop?
No. So why do you call yourself African American?
Because that's what we was labeled as.
Yeah, in the
So
80s,
you can
that
understand
passed
what
away.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
But it's a choice.
Right, but we were also labeled as that without a
That's
choice.
true. We were
Right, so
also
that's
labeled
why
a
I'm
lot of
saying
other
it. I'm
things.
saying it for that specific reason, so you can know what my lineage is, where I come from.
Why not Black American, like Kanata said?
Because they didn't label us as that, but recently. Like my parents
That's
weren't
not
labeled. My
what?
parents, can I finish? My parents weren't labeled Black Americans. They were labeled Negroes or African Americans.
You never heard James Brown's song in the 1960s, Say It Loud,
Right.
I'm Black and I'm Proud?
That was us taking the label back. But what I'm saying is these labels, we didn't huddle up and originate none of these labels. They were stamped on us.
Y'all
Okay.
didn't have
I'm
a voting
confused.
thing in your state. You didn't have one of those like we did here in the West
Right, right.
Coast.
And for years those said African American as well.
Well, if
I
you
don't get
go,
the point. I don't get the point though.
okay, never mind.
You're the
Go
one
ahead.
that came up here saying you were African American and then
Right.
asking us
And I
what
explained
we
why, and you
were.
still didn't get the point.
Because maybe you're not good at explaining yourself. Your orator
Nah,
is
nice
not
try. You
accurate.
tried to throw. Yeah,
I'm not
right.
trying to do anything. Why
Nah,
are you
ma'am,
so?
ma'am, I
Your
was clear
tone
as
is
day.
you.
Ma'am, I was
You. I
clear
don't
as
like
day.
you. I
And I
don't
don't
like
like
you.
you.
I think he was trying to use a literary device. He just didn't do it
Yeah,
well.
like what are you talking about? You
It just
sound like
wasn't
a fucking
clever, so people
bozo.
didn't get it. It
I
didn't land.
I
It's
I
like
think what's
weird.
unfor-
Like you're a fucking weirdo.
They didn't
He
get.
just turned
We
me
don't get
off.
the joke because we don't find it
Oh, you
I
funny.
don't
think I
get
think
it, and
what's
I don't like yeah, bitch.
I,
Fuck you.
I think what's
The
unfortunate.
gig
Some
is
dudes
up.
do
Try
not
another stick.
present well.
What?
Some people don't
What?
present well.
Your
Y'all
sarcasm
They
is
tried.
try
not
to be
witty.
Nobody
snarky.
tried. You tried, and you failed miserably. You're so corny. Let me block you. Don't ever come back over here, weirdo.
Chop.
All right, we have Celie. Hello, Celie.
Hey,
That was
what's
so
going on?
weird. Hey, let me give you your 3 minutes to speak on the prompt. Go for it.
Appreciate it. So let's assume that I was to agree with this. All right. Here's the problems I'm gonna face because I wanted to do business with rubber in Liberia and I wanted to do business with chocolate at one point in time in Nigeria. But here's the problem. There's a religious problem. Some of these people, not all, they want to unalive people that they don't agree with. You don't agree with me verbally? You want to try to pew pew? That sounds like some gang nonsense. What? And y'all allowing this? Okay, cool. So that's problem number one. Problem number two, if I do business with you, I ain't got no guarantees once I leave and go back to America. You trying to a couple of people came up, did business, put in 250,000, and now we got all these arguments once they come back talking about, well, this wasn't done proper and that. Whoa. How can I fix anything if I'm getting all these darn issues? And then here go another thing. So let's say that I have a home, all right? I might have to have security because people up here trying to vandalize the home once I'm gone, and so there's no infrastructure.
Went straight to her.
Yet you got people who got billions of dollars and there's no infrastructure. So I think the problem as I land is that even if I was to agree with this, you would call me a colonizer 10, 20 years later after I made everything successful and try to scratch out my name as even trying to help. So now it's not even worth it.
I
They
feel
already
like
calling Black Americans colonizers.
I feel like if Black Americans want to do business with Africa and still stay safe and comfortable, there are a lot of publicly traded American companies that do business with Africa. So if you hear reports that investment is increasing in Africa, you can just chat GPT which companies in the United States are most heavily invested in Africa that are publicly traded. You can tell, and it will tell you. And you will attach yourselves to the white tees economic fate with Africa. So you know the trajectory will be up. You don't have to be there. You don't have to go there and be boots on the ground over there and live uncomfortable with no running water and no electricity and be at high targeted for being scammed or unalive. You can do it right from the comfort of your own home right here in America. And that'll also help fix America. And we'll still profit off of Africa. We don't have to be Pan-African. We don't have to amalgamate people in our community. We don't have to do anything like that if we want to profit and build up our community and also help Africa. Because I actually feel like recolonization will help those countries. South Africa's still one of the most colonized countries over there. And they like to brag about how they're
Yeah,
doing so
yeah,
much
but
better than
why
other
should we? But
Africans.
but
And
why?
I feel
Thank you,
like that's
But
what's
brother.
but
wrong with the South
Thank you,
Africans.
brother, for
They
eating
think
up
they're
30.
American
Thank you,
because
brother,
they
for
live
eating up
better than
30
all the
seconds of my
Africans.
time. Thank you
Yeah,
for
he.
taking 30
We're
seconds
an
of my
open
time,
panel, aren't
brother.
we?
Thank you
No,
for
it's not.
taking
Your
We
30
time
still
is
seconds
had
of
a
my
open.
timer.
time,
I
brother.
keep saying it,
No,
and
no, no. Let me address DT real quick.
go
DT,
ahead, and then we
I was
gotta
addressing
let
the panel. I wasn't
Tariana go.
addressing you. I was addressing the
But
panel.
yeah, but
DT,
you
you
took up
gotta
30
let people
seconds
have
of
their
my
Yeah, that
time.
don't
time,
mean you
bro.
need to address me. Just take your
Yo,
time.
all right.
No, it was my time
He
and
need a
you
timeout.
overtalked me, bro.
He need a
That's crazy.
timeout. Go ahead.
These dudes are weird, man.
I don't know what the
So
fuck is going on tonight.
so
He was really
so
cool, but over
so I think
talking
that's
is
another
annoying.
problem too. The mentality of the men. I know nobody has ever said this on this platform. The mentality of the men sometimes is strange, man. You don't have no decorum. You want to argue verbally. I mean, if I'm gonna do all that, man, we gonna lead to some pew pew play over grammar, over being cordial. What is going on, man? I mean, we don't even do that here in America like that at a high percentage, unless you a GANG person or some YN. So man, the mentality of the dudes got to change too, man. It's almost like childish. I land.
Okay. Give me Tariana, can I have your ethnicity? And then you have 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
I'm black. I'm foundational Black American.
Okay.
How you doing? Um,
Hello. Hi.
I follow you so much, girlfriend. You wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Nigerian man said Black Americans need to go home and help. I mean, and fix Africa. Do you agree? Hell no. We at home. We gotta fix our own communities once Donald Trump get all them out of here. They have been here 60 years on our soil, and guess what? What have they ever contributed to the Black community? Not even a book bag drive. And guess what? If we ever try to help these people over there, they're going to undermine you. They're going to scam you. They're going to pretend something went wrong. So, all that stuff he was saying about helping them and you can come back home, that's a lie. They're going to always pretend that something went wrong. They scam you. They take all our money and they harbor people over here in the United States. How they been here 60 years? Have never did one thing in the Black community but help destroy us by taking all our money, sending it back to God knows where, because they ain't building up Africa. And second of all, why can't they go home and build their own countries? They say they got the richest scammer over there. He the richest man. So why he haven't invested his money in Africa? Why they can't go home and do it themselves? We're not doing nothing. No, we not. This is ridiculous. Is Black American jobs? Is it Black American job to build Africa? No. For what? What have they did to us but humiliated us, traded on us for the white T man, and guess what? Karma came and ate them all up. So guess what? That's on them. We have no claim into doing nothing with Africa or Africans. They have not done one thing but humiliated us, showed us racism here in the United States. We're not going nowhere near that camp. Nowhere near it in our land.
Okay, Black Lion, can
Yes.
you be respectful?
Okay. I promise.
All right, you got 3 minutes. I think you from
Nigerian man.
Sierra Leone. Go
Nigerian
ahead.
man says Black American need to go home and fix Africa. Do you agree? No, I don't. Africa belongs to Africans, and we
Thanks.
need to. It's our responsibility to fix Africa, not for Black American to come fix it. I completely don't agree with that. Is it Black American job to build Africa? Absolutely not. It's up to us Africans to build our own continent. I mean, no one need to come help us for that. I mean, we need to do it on our own.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
It's our job. I mean, African problem, lay on Africans. It's our responsibility to fix it. No, not you guys.
Okay, thank you, Sheila. Everybody up in here, why don't come on, double tap the screen. We should at least have 50,000 likes by now. Double tap the screen. Let's get this. Let's get this to 50K likes. Also, make sure you send in your heart me's, and we have a gift goal at the top. Help to add to the gift goal. Of course, share the live if you have not already. Follow me if you are not following me. Exactly. It's looking straight tacky. And follow anybody on the panel if you have enjoyed their input to tonight's conversation. So now the panel is open. If people could have just had a little bit of decorum and chilled out, we open the panel, you guys. After people speak, we open the panel so that everybody could talk. But some people just don't know how to not constantly interject. And I know it's a skill and it's a little hard, but if you feel the need to do that, then I would suggest that you start your own panel so that you can monologue, you could talk however long you want to, and you can interject because it's your panel and you would be the host. But in this case, I'm the host. You can't keep doing that. Like, I keep trying to be patient with y'all. Sometimes I don't always say something about y'all interjecting because I understand. But it gets to a point, especially when you see people have a timer. What is that noise? Oh, LA, I gotta mute you, baby girl. Oh, it's okay. It sounds like some pumping noise. Especially when you see people have especially when you see people have a timer on. Don't talk over their timer. Like, I didn't know that DDT was gonna talk for that long. I thought he was just gonna say something quick and that's it. And then C-Lade was just letting it go. So I was like, maybe he didn't have nothing else to say. But y'all just stop being tacky. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to. I thought he was saying something quick, but he
I thought it
kept
was gonna be the
repeating.
same.
He kept repeating the same thing, and I'm like, bro, Jesus, bro.
I thought it was gonna be
What I
quick too.
want,
That's why I didn't
I want
say
what I
anything.
want. Who gonna check me? I'm like, golly.
People be so much. Thank you, CJ. Okay, LA, you wanted to say something quick before we got to
Yeah, real
Roy?
quick. and then
Go
you can
ahead.
take me down. But actually I wanted to say, just like all of these things that's like constantly coming up now, they want us to come and help them, do everything. I just really realized how much it's just like us alone here, like seriously alone, like it's us against everybody. And
Hmm.
it's always seemed to be like that before, but now it's like more pronounced. I feel like it's more pronounced. Like I really need to, like, I makes a whole lot of changes to ensure that my people is taken care of, so it's actually been kind of like a positive thing. And like as far as like investing in Africa, that's not something that I would pursue, like go out and look and hunt and find for, but if something came up, I may consider doing something if somebody brought something to me. But no, I'm not looking to invest in them uh only because to me they're just like everybody else now. They just like all other immigrants. So the white ones, the yellow ones, the brown ones, I don't care. They all the same
So
now.
would you
So I'm
would you
happy
invest in
with the
Mexico? Would you
no,
invest in
I
Mexico?
mean, if an opportunity came up to where I could benefit from it and it presented itself to me, yeah, but I'm not going to search and try to like invest in Africa, like to do it, to help them. No, it's only going to be about me.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Okay,
Whereas,
well,
like, they want us to invest with them, look for things to help them. I don't feel the need or desire to do any of those kind of things anymore.
okay. Roy, Roy, hey Roy,
Hold on, sorry. Yeah, I have something to
got the
say.
variant?
Sorry?
You coughing? You got the variant?
Something. Pray for me.
Roy,
Jeez.
go ahead.
No, Love Jones,
Wait,
I
let me
have
start your
something to say
timer.
today that you might actually like. You said Nigerian man says black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. Now, this I completely disagree with because here's the thing. A lot of these Nigerian men, they're not even fixing Africa themselves. So how can they come here and tell black Americans to go back when they are not fixing their own country themselves? That I don't agree with. And you know what? Speaking of Nigerians, there's a scam that I don't know if you guys are aware of, but a lot of these Nigerian men that come to the USA as refugees, right? They have wives and children back home. But guess what they say when they come to the USA? Can you guess?
They want to get married.
No, something else. Can you guess?
They
To get
single.
they're LGBT and they need
What?
help. Yeah, because then America gives them the what's it called, refugee status.
Wait, this is an hour and 47 minutes. Somali man says Nigerian pretend to be gay to get refugee status in America. We
Hmm.
got to put that on the prompt. Go ahead.
So my thing is,
Wow.
how are you leaving your wife and kids in Nigeria to scam and to lie about your you know what to get a refugee status, and then you come here and you tell oh, black Americans need to go back to Nigeria to fix Nigeria? That doesn't make sense to me. So that's I don't think anyone that's coming to America should tell Americans to go back to XYZ to fix certain countries, especially when you're coming to America on false pretense to get a refugee status when you have a wife and kids back home. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. See, when I was still trying to cruise through the last live to find where the Nigerian said it, I was still playing. I can't listen to it because I'm live streaming because I want that hundred
Can I
dollars.
can I, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of investment opportunities in Africa, but to help Africans build Africa, I don't agree with that. But for anybody want to invest, there is a lot of opportunities in Africa in different domain. In technology, in mining, in how you call this, farming. There's a lot of opportunity. That people can make. People can make a lot of money. But to to help Africa build Africa, I don't think that's anybody's job to do.
You know, my only drawback is when you invest Africa, because again, I tried in like 2001, 2002
In which country?
in Nigeria. That's why I said earlier about the chocolate, and I also did
Mm-hmm.
Liberia with the rubber. The problem I have is contracts. I can't put in money when the contract is held by two, three people and is subject to be up for grabs next year. Business, you got to have at least 3 years minimum model, a model. And what happens is, and hopefully 10 years totally. You got to forecast. And if you got all these temporary contracts, and it's this Chinese guy this year, this English guy 2 years later. It's the same piece of land, but it's just keep changing hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. Yeah, if I put in 100,000, I might be able to make 25 or 30, in 6 months or a year. But then I got a whole bunch of unnecessary conversations to do. I might as well invest in Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
put 100,000 there. Maybe I'm only going to get 15, 20, and it's a slow, but it's able to sit, and the money can just come. It's just too much, too many
There's
conversations in Africa.
there's one thing you have to understand. Many African countries are unstable countries. They're not stable. I mean, it's not how I'm gonna frame this. I mean, many countries are being run by dictatorship. So there is no guarantee for it's not like US. Anytime you put your money here somewhere, you expecting a return on your investment. In Africa, it's kind of different because of the fact that nobody. I mean, it's not people who are holding powers in Africa. I mean, they don't. It's not guaranteed that they're gonna be there tomorrow after tomorrow.
Let me let me
You
let me
know,
let me tell you about the
that's.
last let me tell you about the last discussion I had. My friend called me from Atlanta. He said, "Man, you want to get in on this?" And we started talking about surveillance on the toll booths in Nigeria, right? And I told the board, it's a bunch of brothers. I told them, I said, "Well, it's not making sense because it seems like the treasurer of Nigeria, he desperately wants China to take control of this, and why would he not? If he doesn't want us Americans to invest in it, because all they was doing was putting a couple of units on the toll booths to do camera surveillance and have it connected to the satellite up in the sky, and that's all it was. I said, if they don't want us to do it, why wouldn't they not give it to their successful Nigerian sons and daughters? Think about what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Why would they not give it to their successful sons and daughters who are living abroad from Nigeria? But you're going to give a 10-year contract to the Hawaii company in China? What? To do your security surveillance? That's ridiculous, man. So it's stuff like that that just doesn't make plausible sense. If you're in charge of money, budget, whatever, the first rule is to give it to the locals in some way, some fashion. The second rule is to give it to your locals abroad. The third
Absolutely.
rule is to give it to the Americans who you claim you want to do business with. But to give it to the Chinese folks who already have mining, who already have land, who already have education, it's like, what's the point? It's just the mentality to help is not there.
Absolutely, completely agree with you. Completely. Yeah.
Okay, we got a
And
new person on the panel.
it's a very sad situation that is that Africans are dealing with in
Okay,
that regard.
let's get to the next person, then we'll open the panel back up. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. FBA Blake and then Elizabeth.
What's up, Love Jones? How we doing today?
Hey, what's up? Okay, let me give you. Go ahead. You have
All
three
right. So
minutes.
I just wanted to say that the fact that they want us to go back and fix Africa is like the gentleman said, it's very disrespectful because we have no ancestral ties to Africa. All of our ancestral ties are here in the United States. That's just it just doesn't make sense for us to go back and put money into a nation that for one doesn't reward its own citizens for investing in this nation, reward its own citizens for getting an education abroad and even returning for those who do decide to return. So it just doesn't make sense. Now the second thing I wanted to say is to see lay there, see lay Trey. Um, what you saying is why they would give everything to China is the only thing that I can say is 100% that would be one of the smartest decisions as far as security wise for them to do because Huawei surpasses Apple. Huawei surpasses any type of technology that the United States can provide in Africa with the type of infrastructure that Africa has. You see, China already has the infrastructure put into place there. And so with them being able to just allow them to run the security systems with off of their satellites, like their whole entire their whole entire internet infrastructure is ran off of China. So like now China is on the verge, well, I don't know if they still are, but they're on the verge of cutting off their internet to the whole entire Nigeria for the simple fact that they weren't paying their dues. I think it's like 60 million or something like that they have to pay to them. So they're not taking care of their own dues that they have to take care of over there. So why would they expect us to go over there and take care of? Nonetheless, they won't even build their own infrastructure to give to their own successful young youth. It just turns into being one of those situations where people end up where their country doesn't have the infrastructure politically nor physically for them to even pass things down to their younger generation. And I'll land there.
Okay. Elizabeth, can I have your ethnicity? And you have 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
Black. I know. The lady.
Caught me like a motherfucker. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say you caught me off
Yeah.
guard.
Do you have an immigrant background?
No, African American.
Okay, go ahead, Elizabeth.
I was gonna say a large reason why Africans renegotiate these contracts with Westerners is because unlike Western countries or like you guys expect large investments back, and Americans are going to do everything when it comes to these terms and these contracts to get that return back. China doesn't. China allows their reinsurance to basically be flexible room. They even offer low premiums, so these products can be built more cheaply and financed by China a lot more cheaply than Western ones. And it also allows them to be able to financially back these same assets that China builds by their own banks because of the fact that China insures it with their own population. See, China has the ability to do that because they have $1 trillion surplus, meaning that whenever building is not getting paid off, that debt then is burdened on the Chinese economy, which then they end up basically just paying off with their $1 trillion surplus. That's why they're able to forgive these loans a lot. Sometimes they have collateral where Africans would give up their copper and things like that, or sell their copper in return to pay off the debt that they owe the Chinese. But oftentimes the Chinese don't necessarily
The
depend
hell is
on
going on
Africans
here?
to repair
Okay.
to repay those debts. So it's a lot more room to negotiate, and it gives African countries a lot more room to grow more than Western investors do. That's why they rely on Chinese investment. And it also protects their sovereignty. Western loans and investors often demand that the country restructure itself to privatize state-owned industries like education, water wells, water pumps, water treatment facilities, basically hand them over to corporations in return that they get those loans that they need, or they get insured or get investment from Westerners. It's a lot. It's real complicated for Westerners than China.
My only question is, where's the 10-year growth? Because if I was to agree with you, you know, then I need to see a growth model from 2000 to 2010, from 2010 to 2020. Sometimes these growth models are taking 20 years using your same point.
Well, there are some growth. There is growth, but because Africa focuses growth in different ways. African countries focus growth in mega projects rather than the entire economy as a whole. They mainly focus growth on hydro energy. If you want to see what a growth is, you got to look at how much electricity they're producing. Like in Mozambique, they created hydro dams. They finally completed a hydro dam. In the Congo, the Chinese have built a hydro power station. In Mozambique, they also built a long bridge that connected 2 points of the cities of the biggest city, Maputo. And what you call it in Zambia, which is actually a very great example of Chinese investment progressing the economy. Zambia is like sort of like a real Western. It's really nice from how it used to look.
Thank
So
you.
it's a lot of good things they are doing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's
Can I say
definitely given.
something, sis?
Oh, hold on. Let's let Terrell go, and then you could go. It definitely gave continental African. Terrell Fior, can I have your ethnicity, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt. Terrell. Terrell. Okay, let me. I sent you an invite to unmute yourself.
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm FBA to the bone. Grew up around. You already know you from Brooklyn, so you already know. Grew up around the West Indians, so I could definitely speak different languages and stuff. But I'm definitely FBA to the bone. Now, I want to say this. What's really annoying to me is the fact that we like Africans should be in rooms congregating with other Africans and trying to stop this tribal stuff so they could build up their country. I want to see more of that. I'm tired of us focusing on stuff that we shouldn't be focusing on when we should be focused on our issues and what we need to do to improve our community. This is I get it, but it's time. It's like I get it. I get why people look up to us. You know, we're the front runners, we the shit. I get it. But it comes a time where you got to say, yo, you know what, man? It's time for us to pull up our bootstraps and do our thing. I'm just wondering when Africa's going to do that. Like that, I'm tired. I'm sorry, but I'm just frustrated at these conversations because I feel like as us in America, we got bigger and better. We got bigger fish to fry than to always be talking about somebody else in their homeland. And I get it. It's not that we're starting these conversations. We're actually other people started, and then we finish it. I get it. But I want to see more spaces with other Africans speaking to other Africans who have delineated in their own countries. I want them to all come together and be like, look, man, this tribal stuff is not working. We need to come together and fix our infrastructure and go at our governments. That's what I want to see. I land my plane on that.
Okay, I think you should go to African space and tell them that because we're not African.
No, I
So,
get that. I get that. I'm saying when I hear Africans come into this to our spaces, I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm
but
saying
you're
when
saying I want to hear Africans speak on their tribal this, and I want to hear
right,
Africans.
right, 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 right. No, no, no.
That
I'm
message
saying
is not. It's falling on deaf ears over here. There's
I
not even
get
any
it.
Africans on the panel right now.
No, no, no,
Well,
no. I
except for
get
I think Elizabeth is an African, but they say they no.
exactly. I'm speaking to Africans. I'm not speaking to FBA about the conversations we're having. If you listen,
The
I just
Africans are
said
not here. So how are
you
you
said
speaking to us?
okay. You just
I
said
don't
one
know if
person.
this person is. I said I think they're
Oh, okay,
cosplaying. I'm not
I'm sorry.
sure.
I'm
Yeah, he
sorry. I
said he
thought
was a black American, well, an African American without an immigrant background. But the way he just spoke about Africa in depth, I think that he's lying about who he is. But I don't
okay.
know.
See, that's that. So then we on the same page because I thought the same thing. So this wasn't a thing towards FBA. It was more of I just want them to focus on them. If they took the energy and focused on them more, things would change. And I get it. Like I said, I get it. We the shit. We the 2000 Lakers and the Celtics. Like I get it. But it's time for y'all to. It's time for them to turn into those people. And by them always focusing on us instead of focusing on themselves, nothing's gonna change. I land my plane.
Okay.
Tyrell, are you from California?
No, I'm not. I'm from New York.
Oh, you said New York. You said
Yeah, I'm
2001
from.
Lakers.
Okay. What?
Oh, because you said that we like the 2000 Lakers. So I
Yeah,
was.
no. What I meant was we are the Black Americans. Black Americans are the championship team. We got, if you know that, if you know history as far as the Lakers and the Celtics, they got 18. One got 18 rings, the other one got 17 rings. So I'm saying, to as far as the diaspora, we are the Lakers and the Celtics. So I get it why everybody's paying attention to us, but it's time for them to pay attention to themselves. That's the point that I was making.
Oh, they can't do that though. They can't pay
Yeah,
attention
they
to
won't.
themselves
Especially
because.
not living here. Go ahead,
Correct.
FBA. I didn't mean to
Oh no!
cut you
Whenever
off.
no, go ahead. No. Whenever you talk, I mute. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, especially with them living here, they're not going to do that. And I'm not gonna stop hosting my spaces and allowing them to come in because honestly, I am tired of the gaslighting and the lying. Like the guy up here, what's his name? FBA Akata or whatever the fuck his name is. He's like, oh, nobody said that. I am on a live right now. I literally was trying to pan through to see if I could read subtitles to get to the part where the guy actually said what he said that made me write this prompt because this came out of a Nigerian man's mouth. And I can't do it simultaneously. I'll be live streaming for like 7 fucking hours sometimes. So it's hard for me to like get it, but people who were in this live stream heard that Nigerian man say exactly that. Just like a Somali man came up here and said Nigerians will literally cosplay as LGBTQ in order to come here for refugee status. Now, when I make a prompt about that, they'll say that's a lie. Nobody ever said that. So I try to make it a point to make timestamps, which I for some reason I didn't timestamp when that guy said that. However, when we have these conversations, we're learning things. In order for us to continue to move and have the pendulum keep swinging as far as us collectively waking up, we have to have these conversations. There's over 50 million of us here in this country, and a lot of us have not gotten the message yet. So when I host my panels, sometimes there's 500 people up in here. You never know who's hearing this information for the first time. It could seem a bit redundant or a bit like, oh, why are we even continuously talking about this? You've already gotten a message. There's somebody that has not. And that's who I continue to speak for. I had a young girl that's in college come on my panel, and she talked about an experience that she had with, I think they were Caribbeans, and how they were like talking down on her. And she was able to stand up for herself because she had been watching my content and she had been listening in on the panels. And that is what we do it for. So there is always a rhyme or reason. And in any movement, any type of revolution, anything that happens, everyone has a role and they have a job to do. I am not a fighter. I'm not going to be on the front lines with an AK. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm an orator. I'm an entertainer. I'm attractive conventionally. So I know how to
You definitely are attractive.
uh, thanks. I know how to hold an audience so I can relay certain messages. That's my job. We all have a destiny to fulfill as far as this goes. I didn't even know that I was going to be doing content like this. It kind of naturally unfolded, and I'm following the path of least resistance. And this is what we're doing. And we also learn things. These live streams are very extremely educational because lots of us really are still under the spell thinking that we come from some place that we absolutely do not. So we share resources with each other on how we can do our genealogy, because that is something that has also been gate kept so much. People have been charging people upwards of $1,000 to do that. So sometimes you'll pop into one of my live and you'll just hear us randomly mention a website that you can look up, or we're literally giving each other pointers. And then there's some people in the lives that do that, and it's not going to charge you $1,000. And this is why I do what I do, because honestly, it's like a platform, a forum, a resource hub. And then you also get to connect with like-minded people. Where a lot of us are in different parts of the country, and people have come up on the panel and said, damn, I've never even been able to have a conversation like this with any fucking body that I know my whole entire life. So it's beautiful. And I know for you it might be like, oh, why would keep but
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
for you
It's not.
because you
It's
already got
not.
the
It's not
message.
you, ma'am, Miss Jones. It's not you. Like I'm not coming at
She was
my
talking about
FBA
you, though.
family. I'm saying. I'm saying, far as the topic, like we wouldn't even be having this conversation if Africans focused on Africans. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying what you're reporting something. This is what you do. This is your job. So I'm not coming at you or FBA. I'm saying I would like to see more spaces. When I run through here, I would like to see more spaces with thousands of more Africans talking about topics like this, because then that would better their community, that and then we can focus on more of what we need to be doing to correct what we got. You understand what I'm? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I like the space. I'm just saying I wish if more Africans focused on the topics that we talk about, or when we respond to what the foolishness that they say, then their community would be getting better, and
Oh,
then
wait, we
we can
gotta mute
focus
this
on
person.
we can focus on what we need to focus on. But you're doing a great job. I'm not, you know, I don't have a problem with the space. You're doing a great job. I'm just saying what they don't get it. See, we get it. We understand if FBA doesn't focus on FBA, we're done. We get it. Somehow they don't get it. And until they get it, the same thing. The same thing is we're going to keep talking about the same thing over and over. But I get it though. That's all I'm saying. Africans have to focus on Africans, man. There's no reason why y'all got 90 million tribes and y'all still have the same issues you had 300 years ago. Like, come on, man. Like two plus two, like 2 plus 2 is 4. And then you can't come to another group and expect that group to stick up for you, and then at the same time you shitting on that group. Like come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by it's frustrating, is that we get it, they don't get it yet. And until they get it, nothing's gonna change.
Can I
Okay.
add a word or two?
Oh, go ahead right quick, and then we're gonna go to Zoo too cute. Go ahead, Veronica.
Okay. Thank you, love. And I just want to say I do appreciate you holding these spaces. I truly do. We all do. Um, Vladimir Putin actually called Africa a graveyard. He said that
Oh,
they run to Europe, they run to America, they do their school here, they vacation there, and then they go back to Africa to pass on. So he called it a graveyard. So with the gentleman speaking just prior to me,
oh,
it might be a
wait,
bit
what happened?
frustrating.
Did I freeze? Oh no. Can y'all hear
I can hear
me?
you.
Oh man. Oh, okay, because it froze. Y'all, everything froze for me. But go ahead.
Okay. So I was just
Oh,
saying that with
yeah, land
is
Veronica.
everything
Go ahead.
okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
with what the gentleman said speaking prior to me, with the frustration, I wish we would all just let go of that frustration, because people before us in other places have kind of been able to evaluate this place and the people there, and just like the whole collective of what's happening there and the productivity, the potential, and all those things. And they're just like, man, it's a wash. It's a graveyard. The great prostitute. The Dutch get a
Oh,
turn, the Chinese, the Russians, the French,
oh my
the small
God.
hats, the Lebanese, the Belgians, the British, the Italians, the Spanish, like it just keeps going, going, going. They call her the great prostitute, the graveyard. So if we're actually trying to like encourage these people to, hey, go home, go build, like it's not going to happen. Just so let's just, if we can release that frustration, if I could just, just release, like just let that go, and focusing on what we're doing here. We don't need to build anything over there. And just to add one last thing, well, I'll circle back. Thank you.
Okay. Zoo too cute for you. Can I have your ethnicity, and then I'll give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt. Zoo.
When Hi, I'm
Hi.
American. I'm black, but I can't help but to say I am American Portuguese also. But all my mothers that created me is from the South, Arawak in Cherokee, basically.
Okay.
Okay, Yes, I am Portuguese. That's my last name. That's because of my dad. But other than that, even his mother was Georgianian. You know, it was his dad that was from a different country. It was from Portugal. My age is 34. I'll be 35 this year. And you said let's start on the prompt.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, my lovely, beautiful.
Can you
Okay,
see it?
what did I? Is it? Do I start off where it say Nigerian men says Black Americans need to go home, or the one on top? Oh,
No,
it
the
says
one on
three
top
minutes,
is just
no
the
questions. The rules.
yes.
Okay, that was just the rules. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Nigerian men says Black Americans need to go home and fix fix Africa. Do you agree? So when you say that, huh? So when you saying Black Americans wasn't created through not a cent of Africa. Let's put that out. And then when you saying go home, are we on your territory? So you're telling us to go home back to America, or are you telling us in America to go home as if we have ties to Africa at all?
Yeah, the second one. That's what how he meant
The
it. That we
second
need to
one, we
go to
don't have no
Africa.
ties to y'all. So when y'all saying go home, we already here. Y'all go home. Y'all get the hell off of our land and stop selling your people out to this YT party. You understand? Because it's them that's the sellouts. You know what I mean? That's why the YT played them close, or they think that they're favored. They're not favored. The motherfuckers is trying to have a way to set their ass, excuse my language, have a way to set them up, you know what I mean, as well as they did to us. uh you know, gaining the trust. This is what they do to the cow. uh Gain the trust, then shoot them down. I mean, pew pew them down. You right? So
Hmm.
I think this is another strategy that they get into today, what you call it, but they don't know, and it's not our job to even point it out. You know why? Because they help the YT party try to eliminate, when it comes to try to eliminate us, and they think that they replacing somebody. Y'all not. Y'all not. Y'all gonna be the next mule, the new slave. But so, and then, is it Black Americans' job to build Africa? Is it our job? No, but it seems like we definitely be having the audacity to think that we could go anywhere and fix anything. But I don't take that as a bad thing at all. And the reason why is because why not help? You know, that's like if they was coming over here to help us, which they didn't, or which they're not. But you know, when we travel, we do give a hand out. You know, we see a broken down village. We know that it takes American money to fix all this up. We be wondering when we go out there, or when we see whatever we see, or whatever they promote to us. We It's like we be feeling bad. We be feeling like we should go over there and help them, you know. But another thing, none of them, and they made it clear that they are not Black Americans. How you say it when you have when you got backup? How
Ally.
you say ally, right? They made it clear that they was not our allies, you know. And then another thing, it was a country over there on that land of Africa, right? They had asked the U.S. could they donate $1 billion for African Americans, right? To focus on African Americans and rebuild. You know, they wanted to donate the money to us. Did you know the YT said no? Like the heck? What the
Not
heck
to
is
cut
wrong
you
with
off.
these people? And that's like the same thing where they voted that they was the only people that had voted that slavery was not the most crucial, you know, like they are retarded. It was them and Israel that voted. And who said Israel
Who
was
say
a
it's not
separate
real, boo?
Oh, Islam. Who said that that place was a real entity? They really think that they exist. You don't exist. You don't have your own govern. So for them to even ask y'all,
Oh,
oops,
it's saying yeah, because of the terms. Just use the
oh,
R
did I do?
words.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
You want me to
okay.
stop
I gotta
talking?
drop you, boo.
All
You can
right, go
come
ahead,
back
try
up
me.
in a
Yes,
while.
ma'am.
Okay.
But y'all get what I'm saying. I apologize, you guys.
Yes. No, it's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Real quick, I just want to piggyback off what
Yeah,
she
we
said.
wait, hold on, hold on. No, we got a couple more new people, and then you could hold on to what she said, what you need to say. DZFA, can I have your ethnicity?
Okay. Thanks for having me. I'm a Ghanaian, so I don't know if it is okay to
Are you in
contribute.
America?
No, no, no. So
What?
is it okay?
I can't. You said you're a Ghanaian. I said, are you in America?
Currently, I'm not in America. I work in aviation, so I don't really base in one place.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to address the the notion that Nigerian man says Black Americans need to go home and fix Africa. So that notion in itself, I feel like it is preposterous. It creates the impression that African American, like it put them in a spot that they can go to Africa and fix Africa. And personally, as a Ghanaian, I think nobody can fix Africa apart from Africans. So as Black Americans, if you want to come there and contribute, build, it's fine. But this kind of notions great, and then it puts some of y'all in a position where, like, like I said before, they need us. Yeah, we need you guys, but we want you, not necessarily a need. We can fix our own thing, but you are welcome to come and contribute, come and add to it. So again, I want to address this guy, Terrell, where he's like, he wants to see Africans like more communicating with Africans. There's so many spaces, and in this era, Africans are more united like back in the days. We don't really think about this ethnicity, this tribalism. Even surprisingly, Northern Africans, the Arabs, we are more united. I
What?
went in aviation. Yeah, I went in aviation, bro.
Got a
I went
timer.
between
He got a
America, I went
timer. Let him
between
Yeah.
finish his
Europe.
timer.
Okay.
So, and I'm part of the young generation. I'm 30 years. So we don't really care about all of those things. So if you speak to more youngins, you will realize that they don't really care about those things that divides us. So we see things differently, and we are also decolonized like
I
before.
don't.
So
Y'all
you guys,
decolonized. Lord have mercy.
you
That's what
guys
I'm
are
saying.
welcome.
He's over here lying, and that's the problem. Y'all lie to each
Wait,
other.
hold on,
He's on his
Terrell. He on the
timer.
timer.
He's
Man,
Let
on
him
his
finish.
timer.
bro, I'm not. You can think I'm lying, but the thing is, you live in an echo chamber. You don't see things. See, the world is so big. Africa and black people, it's not just America and Africa. There are so many other countries, so
Duh.
many other ways that we communicate. We there's even the Caribbeans. So the conversation is not just about like what you see. It's a whole different ballgame out there. So try to like expand your scope, listen to other views. So just because somebody is saying things that you are not privy to doesn't mean the person is lying. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Do your own research before you accuse them that, oh, they are lying or maybe. So that's all. Thank you guys for having me.
Okay,
DZ, before
okay.
you leave, DZ, before Terrell gets before DZ, my quick question: what
Okay.
was the last business conversation that you and the other young Africans were discussing? What's the last one?
Like when it comes to business.
Business building infrastructure. You said
Okay.
that Terrell, you said
Okay.
Terrell
Okay.
is not
Okay.
telling it.
Okay.
Wait, you got to
That would
listen to
be
the
me.
question. You got
Okay.
to
Okay.
listen to the question.
I'm listening. I'm
Terrell
listening.
said you guys are not getting on Zoom calls. You're not talking about business as it relates to your country. So
That's
I'm
not even
trying to
true.
ask you,
Mhm.
what was the last business call that you and your young friends were discussing?
So that would be me divulging my personal life here.
No,
But
no, no, no.
it's
Just
okay.
talk
I'm
about
going to
the
tell you,
industry. Just tell
I
me the
have
industry.
business in farming in Togo. Me, a Nigerian, and an Algerian guy, we are investing in farming in Togo. None of us are from Togo, but we went there. We have like 3 hectares of land, and we are investing in corn or maize production. That's just for starters.
Okay, I appreciate it, brother. Let me give it back to the host, man.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay. Terrell, you could quickly say something, and then we got two new people on the panel.
all right, cool. The brother C I like that. I like that question. I like how you threw that question at him. Brother, G-Spot, you are lying and the truth ain't in you, brother.
See,
Brother,
I'm
you know
lying. Give
daggone,
me
you
the
know
benefit
daggone,
of the
you know
doubt. Give
that,
your
you
Let
know that
Terrell
opinion.
you,
finish.
you
Let
know,
Wait,
Terrell
let
no,
him.
finish.
Yeah, don't over talk. Go ahead,
you
Terrell.
know, you know, and I'm not even gonna raise my voice or nothing. The problem, see, that's the problem with y'all, is because listen, with Black Americans, you know what we do?
Tell me.
We're honest. Listen,
Oh, okay.
the reason why we're in a position where you can come and flee to us over here is because we have been real with each other, right? It to where it came to a point where we knew things had to change. And to get change, you have to be real with one another. The fact that you sat on this right here live and lied about how y'all getting along in this tribe, no, y'all don't. The
Okay.
moment y'all listen, the moment y'all are able to be real with each other is the moment things will change for you.
Things are
You
changing,
understand
bro.
me? No, it's not, brother.
Bro,
No, it's
I feel
not.
like you
Because you
guys
just
most
hold on. You just hopped in a black America. Hold
DZ,
on. You just
let him
hopped
have a
in a hold
discussion,
on.
DZ. Come
You just
on.
hopped in a Black American Live, right?
okay.
You should
That's why
be in
I
your
asked
own.
permission. I
You
asked
should be in
permission.
your
Please
own
stay on
lives,
mute,
brother.
DZ.
You just no. That's listen. I'm gonna land my plane with this. Until y'all are able to open up with each other and get rid of that tribal stuff, nothing is going to change, brother. And leave us the hell alone. I land my plane on that.
Okay. Can we have Mr. Tetherism? You're on tea time. You gotta come off tea time. Hello? Hello, Mr. Tetherism.
Yeah.
Can I have your ethnicity and then you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt?
I'm 44. I'm a nigga from the South. Uh, yeah, man. Africa have its problems, brother. They going through it right now in South Africa about they trying to install some Nigerian king down there. It's a whole war. It's been going on world news for about the last week. So y'all have a lot of problems over there. We don't need to do a damn thing to stay in America, continue to build, be us, love us, thrive, and pass it on to our offsprings. We don't need to help nothing about Africa. The people already over here suffering, trying to cipher off the reparations. The country of Ghana was just up there begging for reparations. You got this Mexican lady asking for reparations for illegal immigrants, talking about they've suffered. No, we don't need to do nothing but help nobody. We don't need to help nobody. We need to love us. We need to get back to them days. We need to act like we're in segregation. We need to focus strictly on us. We need to date us. We need to focus on us, and that's all it need to be. It's too many of us that's too lax to these outsiders and got these big hearts, and that's how they infiltrated our communities and poisoned us with a lot of foolishness. We was too friendly. One thing about grandma them back in the day, grandma kept that pistol in that Bible when she headed to church for a reason. She always told you, don't trust them folks. And when grandma said them folks, you know who them folks was. That was anything outside of our folks. Anything that ain't look like us with them folks. So, yeah, man, I'm on grandma them plan. My grandma died in 97. She never met an African in her real life. She thought Africans were what she saw coming to America when she had about the time she passed away. But yeah, we need to focus on us and only us. I land the flight.
Okay, can we have good times? Good times.
Sound like you was about to start rapping.
Hello?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can I have your ethnicity right quick and then you got 3 minutes to speak on the prompt?
So, yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay. Go ahead. You do you well, I think I asked you before. You don't have an immigrant background. Go ahead.
Alright, so boom, alright, so I'm just looking at the prompt right now. Say Black Americans need to go home and fix America, fix Africa. Do you agree? Nah, absolutely not. I mean, only I feel like most of the
Roadwork reported ahead on
that's the
I-81
only way that
south
we're
and half a
gonna get
mile. You're
it
still on
done.
the fastest
You know
route.
what I'm saying? Is if we do it because it's us. We were the ones who fixed the world for but nah, I don't think we have to do nothing. If we don't, if everybody pretty much begging for us to do it, you know what I'm saying? But is it Black Americans' job to build Africa? Nah, it's not our job. But like I said, we're pretty much the only ones who can get the job done. Um, but my thing is this: like I was saying yesterday, I was at work though, so I couldn't really get it right. But I don't like the term black, man. Like I think that's really bothered. That's really like hindering us. You know what I'm saying? That's why this whole diaspora situation even exists. Is because everybody's just using one terminology, one word to describe a whole plethora of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just weird to me. Like I was saying, so you can understand because you said something about the sardines yesterday. Like I said, a sardine is not a real fish. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of different fish with their heads cut off, slapped into one can. You know what I'm saying? And they labeled it sardines. And that's what you do when you say black. You know what I'm saying? You just like, yeah, everybody's labeled. You know what I'm saying? Black. So I don't really like that term. That's why it's important for us to understand who our people truly are. And I think that's kind of part of the problem for us. We don't have our true identity, so we keep going by black, and that's automatically adding us into everybody else's conversation, and that's automatically adding everybody else into our conversation. Because Jamaicans don't say they're black; they say they're Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else doesn't say they're black except for us.
So then
And
how is that adding us into everyone's conversation if we're the only ones that say we're black?
because as soon as they want to be black, that's what it is. Now it's just like when somebody and then they automatically think because they accept the being black that we're African, or you know what I'm saying. And even Jamaicans, they believe Jamaicans is Africans. You know what I'm saying? Like it just everybody they just slap us all together. But like we understand the difference, but it just doesn't help us out in the long run. You know what I'm saying? If we're trying to get something done and go to the United Nations, we can't go to the United Nations to say we, the black people, would like change because of this. They're gonna say who? You know what I'm saying? You guys don't exist. A black is not a nation. You know what I'm
Thanks,
saying?
Deacon.
So I'm
Okay.
sorry, but
I got a question because he said that he's a Hebrew, right? Hebrew Israelite.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like African?
no,
I think
ma'am.
that's a religion. Isn't that a religion?
No, it's not a religion. It's a culture. It's really a nationality. It's a nation. It's a people. Israel is Jacob in the Bible. His sons are the Israelites. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? They were
so
Hebrews.
if you was quoting the Bible, then wouldn't that denote religion?
No, it's not religious. You got the
Let me
Bible
Google
says
what a
don't be.
Hebrew Israelite is, because I'm
Yeah,
not.
the
Yeah,
Bible
because
says
I
don't.
could have sworn back when I was like reading up on like the Israelites, they had like beliefs from like Africa.
Nah, not at all. It's not Africa. It's Hebrew Israelites are like, essentially the that's who the Bible is about. The Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what that is.
So
And it's
where is
not.
the locations? Like I know in the Bible a lot of the locations was basically like Africa, right?
Nah. Well, I mean, technically speaking, right? If you want to go with that, but like it's really it really started off as a piece of Asia. So like the borderline changed within history of where Israel is, that what they claim to be Israel to be a part of. But even in that, that's kind of still like a little outside because that whole continent over there is really like one continent. It's just split up by like man-made bodies of water. So that's another conversation.
So okay, so I got a question. So if Hebrew Israelite is not a religion, are y'all do y'all have a separate Bible, or are y'all using the same Bible Christians use?
Yeah, we
Because if
use.
y'all using the same Bible Christians use, it is a religion.
No. It's not a religion, but I got you. They use the same Bible we use actually, but I mean, the reason I said that is because the Bible actually like comes from the Hebrews. You get what I'm saying? So like that's our Bible, and then people that essentially do Christianity, they just utilize the Bible, but it's all for the same purpose. It's just they taught the Bible wrong. So like, you'd be taught that, what I'm saying? You just be taught like everybody celebrates Christmas and all of that stuff, but like the Bible doesn't say anything about Christmas and Jesus. So like we as Israelites understand the truth. We don't celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate Halloween and Easter. That's all weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to the truth of the Bible. And it's not again back to the religion side. I'm sorry, it's not a religion because it's our culture, it's our spirituality, it's what we're born, it's what we're born into. Like the covenant came from our forefathers, so like that's just passed down to us. Like we, you know what I'm saying, that like part of being us, part of us being us is serving God, and that doesn't come with. That's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to do with anything with being like practicing quote unquote religion.
Okay, so if it's spirituality, why would you have to read a book to be spiritual? That you understand what I'm saying? Like spiritual. When you're speaking spiritual, that's something that you already have, that you connect to, and why would you need a book to tell you that? That another man wrote.
You really don't need a book to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us just have that in our essence, our spirituality, our spirit kind of carries that. But the book guides you. You know what I'm saying? It helps you understand. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that you might not and might not be able to just pick up spiritually. And I'm saying you might also need to understand certain things that come along with it. So
All right, we have a new person on the panel. Rocker, can we have your ethnicity? And then I'm going to give you 3 minutes to speak on the prompt.
What did you say? 3 minutes.
Can I have your ethnicity? And you have to keep.
Yes, I'm from East Africa.
Which country?
East Africa. I'm from Kenya.
Are you in America or are you in Kenya?
No, I'm in Kenya for now.
Okay, let me give you 3 minutes. All right, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Looking at the topic that you brought up, I'm really not surprised that a Nigerian said that African Americans need to come over and help fix Africa. We don't need that. First of all, I deliberately refuse to call African Americans Africans because they are Americans.
Black Americans.
Not once. I'm sorry?
We're Black Americans.
Yes. But
go ahead.
My opinion is you don't have to assign yourself a color, because I've never had other people calling themselves Caucasian Americans. They're just Americans in my opinion. However, it's your choice how you want to address yourselves. I just think you're Americans. It is not my opinion, however, that Black Americans need to come and help us fix Africa. And there must be a change in notion among us two people that when one Nigerian speaks, is a representation of the whole Africa. There's always a Nigerian saying something stupid. Okay? A Nigerian lives in West Africa. I'm from East Africa. We don't need help. We can do our thing ourselves. South Africans don't need help. They can fix their corner by themselves. Maybe Nigerians need help. Well, that's about 6 hours flight from my country. Well, why would we want African Americans to come over and help us? We don't need that. They have problems of their own in America, and they can fix they need to first prioritize their problems over there. Thank you.
Okay. We could open a panel for a little bit, and then we're going to get into final thoughts.
I was gonna ask him a question. So like if you feel like Nigeria is 6 hours away and they might need help, first and foremost, why did you separate Nigerian from Africa? And then secondly, why are you why would you think that just only one place doesn't need help in Africa, so like all of a sudden no place, you know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't make sense. If there's places that need help in Africa, then you know what I'm saying, I guess it would, like, if you know what I'm saying, like if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's addressed to me. Yeah? Is that addressed to me?
Yes.
Would you like me to answer that? Yes.
Yes.
He asked, the Nigerian said, you have a lot of echo from your side.
All right. You want me to ask it again?
Yeah, there's too much noise coming from your side.
Did you
Okay.
hear his question?
No.
All
Okay, go
right.
ahead.
I'm gonna repeat it. My question is, why why would you feel like only one place, and like you said, Nigeria is 6 hours away from you and they might need help? So if they need help, what makes you feel like another space that's 2 hours from you don't need help, and then another space that's 3 hours, like if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it type situation? Like, I just want to know if you feel like the majority of Africa does not need help.
Here's the thing. Thank you for that question. Here's the thing. If there is a problem somewhere, you don't look for help. You fix the problem yourself. All right?
Thanks.
We have problems, just like you people have problems, but the solution is not asking other people to fix your problems. You must be willing to pay the price to fix your own problems. And that's the problem we're having now. We don't need
Thanks.
you to pay the price to fix our problems.
Okay, so, and my second question was, why did you separate Nigeria from Africa? So you said you're in Africa, or y'all are Africans, but Nigerian, you separated Nigeria. Like, do y'all have like some type of like beef against Nigeria or something?
Here's the thing. Nigerians have their own problems to fix. They should fix their problems. And when they speak, they do not represent the whole of Africa. I do not want to be represented by Nigerians.
I was like, you got some HATE for the Nigerians.
The Nigerians be scammers, boy. You know.
Yeah. First of all, my reputation as an African has been damaged greatly by Nigerians, and therefore they
Oh
cannot speak for
wow.
the whole of Africa.
Wait, what part of this? Because then they gonna say nobody ever said that. What I gotta see what hour we in. 2 hours and 41 minutes. They said Nigerians give me a bad reputation as a Kenyan.
Yeah. Not just as a Kenyan, as an African.
Okay.
If anybody, as an African, if anybody has to represent Africa, an African's opinion, it will not be a Nigerian. We refuse to have that.
See, and this goes to contradict Desfa. I thought all y'all got along, brother. That's what you said, right? This brother just
Bro,
called. Right.
I've
Y'all
been,
said,
I've,
see, that's
see,
what I'm saying. You came in here
this
lying.
is
We
an,
know the deal.
okay, talk.
You came in here
Desper had
lying.
that New York cap on his head when he came here.
You guys are trying to misquote him. You are equivocating. Whatever
That
he
boy came
said,
here with
he
all the
has a
caps.
point. He has a point. Can I talk? When I say we are more united than before, it doesn't mean there are no abstract. This situation right now about Rockefeller, this is an abstract situation. He said Africans, we don't want to be represented by a Nigerian. Even the main topic is that what Nigerian man says, Black Americans need to go home. What did I tell you guys before? I said we don't need any Black Africans to come and help. It's easy to come and assimilate and contribute if you want to, but we don't need you. So that doesn't mean we don't get along. There are still going to be abstract situations, but it doesn't mean we don't get along. And we get along more and better than way back, especially these young generations. We don't care about ethnicity. We don't really care about tribalism.
Yes,
I'm
a
from
lie.
Ghana. I'm from Ghana. There is tribalism between Ewe people and Asantis. We don't really
So
get
this
married, but
guy
in
up here, you telling this guy up here, this Kenyan, that
today's
he it's a
generation,
lie. You didn't just hear him say that
uh-huh.
Nigerians give him a bad rep and as an
That is
African
an
he gives them a
abstract
bad rep.
situation. Nigeria is a country. There are so many countries in Africa. That is an abstract situation. I said it
Exactly.
before.
So there's not tribes in Nigeria. Like you. So from
I
country to
said that is an
country,
abstract.
see
Abstract
y'all always
situation
do
is not
that
the
that
norm. This
convenient
is
shit.
simple English.
So you
This is
Can
telling me
I
they
simple
ain't
You
trying
see
to
how
English.
you
kick the
do?
chime in
Nigerians
here?
out
I
of
This
just
South
is an
Africa right
abstract
now?
situation.
Well,
Damn.
listen. No, this is the thing. In the United States and also in the UK, the Nigerians, they migrate the most, and so they say that Nigerians, that they don't migrate, that they escape. So
That is
They
true.
just go like they're the most migrated. So if he says that, it's just not true. You know, you can look at different continents and you can see, and they'll even tell you. So, I mean, it's just what it is. Behind them are Somalis and Congolese and Ghanaians, but Nigerians will be the most. So if you're actually the ones that are kind of like spearing this spearheading this whole migration movement to where you're the representation for an entire continent and you go places and you show your ass, your complete ass, then I mean I can see why the majority of the rest of the continent would blame you. But we still, here in America, we have plenty interactions. I'm on the West Coast. We have plenty interactions with everybody here in different, states. Not every state, because some of us, we're not too familiar with you, us Black Americans, but many of us, yeah. We know you. We see you. We've interacted with you. We've, here on the West Coast, we've gone to school with you. We're quite familiar with you, and this is just what this is it. We know you, and we don't
So
like it. We don't want it.
what is the interaction about? Apart from the Nigerians, like other Africans, do they all speak the same lingo? Do they all say the same thing?
Well, just yesterday I was on a live stream and I accidentally stumbled in there across it. I didn't go in on the panel, but there was a bunch of the Somalians and they were having a meeting about us. And they said that the Jarir disease is now falling into their community, is transferring into their community. And what they need to do is they need to get a vaccine and they need to exterminate us one by one. The video is on my page. You're more than welcome to go look at it. I did screen record it so that way I had the proof once they started saying what they were saying. Because they
And a
didn't.
South, oh, go
Go ahead,
ahead.
go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
No,
I'm
I was
done.
gonna say a South African literally came in here tonight, not too long ago, saying that we're annoying to them and we're illiterate, like we're allergic to books, we can't read, and we're stupid. That happened on this panel. So y'all always gaslight and say that's not true. Which is this? Where do they say this? Who said that? It happens too many times to count. So please stop pretending like this is an isolated situation or it's been an isolated incident. That is a lie. I'm tired of the
But you just
lies.
changed the topic. You're
Wait, what
talking
happened to
about
my
Africans like
wait,
Joey.
do y'all see that my this changed? Like my the screen?
It's the same.
No,
It's still the same
it's
for me.
same month.
Yo, my shit is glitching bad on this side. I'm about to get off of here anyways. Anyways, let's get into final thoughts because I don't know what the fuck is going on. It keeps glitching.
All right.
All right.
Well,
We're
I
gonna
did.
start at the top. We're gonna do final thoughts and then I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back later today, technically, because it's already Saturday. FBA Blake, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I honestly feel like these tethers need to quit latching on to us because, to be honest, I don't feel like we are a part of the African diaspora because just for the simple fact that we are here in the United States of America and all of our ancestry traces back to the US. It doesn't trace back to any of the stuff that happens over there. So we have no ties. But the two things I did want to hit on is when the lady said that there was $20 billion that they denied to give to Black Americans back during the Clinton administration, it's only because Omar Gaddafi was the leader at the time and they did not want Omar Gaddafi's money and they didn't want it coming into the hands of Black Americans because they were technically at a war with them. I think it was coming from Lebanon. I think that if I'm not mistaken, that's where it was coming from. And the number two that I was going to hit on was that I totally forgot. So I'm going to land my plane there. I hope everybody has a good night. Love Jones. Thank you for having me once again. You are a queen in your own right. Oh, by the way, I did want to tell you that I stumbled
Thank
across a
you.
Tether's account about a couple of days ago, and they were using one of your pictures, and they were fantasizing about you, Queen. So I would,
What?
yeah, them Tethers be over there fantasizing about you. I think they was talking about Candace, and they were talking about Halo. They said it's something about Halo. Like they said, if her mouth was a little bit better, then something to that extent.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
Ew.
they was hitting. Yeah, they was hitting on all y'all, and I was all like, these niggas is really nasty. They are really, yeah. So yeah, but
Well,
everyone
it
have a
doesn't
good night.
shock me. They be in my DMs telling me they love me. Can we have Rocker final thoughts? Rocker final thoughts.
Yes, I hear you. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Now, just want to mention two things. Number one, the opinion of Nigerians is not the opinion of Africa. As I mentioned before, as an East African, I refuse to have foreigners fix the problems I have in my country. We can fix our problems in Kenya without having to ask for help, even from those Nigerians, even from our neighboring countries. We don't need their help. We are willing to fight in our corner to fix our problems. Number two, I also understand there's a lot of disrespect for Black Americans in your country from people who come from Africa. And I want there to be an understanding that it's not, Africa has 54 countries. One country disrespecting Black Americans is not a fair view of thinking that Africans have disrespect for the Black Americans. I hear there are like Somalis and Nigerians who have names to call African Americans, and that's why I refuse. I refuse to be associated with that kind of people. Not because I need African Americans to like me. No, we don't need any love. But what I'm saying is that kind of hate against African Americans in their own country is unacceptable. Thirdly, I heard the lady say that a South African came over and said that African Americans are illiterate. In my opinion, I have my own doubts that that is a South African. I have my own, I could be wrong, of course, but that's a rare thing for a South African to say. In my opinion, I would say somebody masqueraded as a South African to say such an ignorant thing.
No, South Africans was on here calling us cotton pickers and dressing up as slaves and literally calling us everything but a child of God. It is not that's not too far fetched for them to say. But go ahead and you can land and we're gonna get to Veronica.
No, I'm finished. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
Veronica.
Yes. So I want to just thank you again, Love Jones, for the opportunity. And I wish people, like, some people don't really, if you just sit with it for a moment and you think about this huge population of people in this place and the small population of people on that place, in that place, and you know what they do it dominates everything. It's not where you're at, it's who you are. So we could go wherever we go and it's just gonna be popping because that's just what we do. That's just who we are. You can't replicate it. You can't do anything about it. So I just when people think that I'm coming here for the white tea man. I'm coming here to go to school. I'm coming here. They don't realize that all that they can benefit from it, all that they can do here is because this one small group, not even small, but this one group of people, just this one group of people. If we left tomorrow, hypothetically speaking, this country would be destitute. So it's not where, but it's who. And also, the other day, speaking of the white tea man, someone mentioned earlier when I was talking about these disorders, and it's like like a mental illness, and referencing the DSM-5, and they said, you're referencing the white tea man's handbook and this and that, but just the other day, what they were doing on your live was dog whistling to YT people saying, hey, we're in trouble. These people are saying that they're going to hurt us. They're going to harm us. We need help. That's what they were doing. So it's they try to weaponize where they can. And, they pray to the YT man. They hold him up on his shoulders and march him through the village, So any other time, the YT man is great. But if I reference a a disorder that I happen to make a parallel with as far as the behavior goes that I see domestically and abroad to what this group of people, and I know that it's a continent and there are multiple countries, 54, but these behaviors, we interact with you. The whole world has come and they've sat on our heads. The whole world is here. So it's not like we have not interacted with damn near everyone from every single country on this planet. You all are all here. So we know you all. And there's a common theme here with your behaviors and the disorders that I've seen anyhow. So I can only speak for myself. So just being mindful when we engage with these people. And I land there. Thank you again, Love Jones.
Okay. Good times. Your last thoughts.
Okay, cool. So yeah, my last thoughts. I'm gonna just say, basically, I was listening to a lot of it, how everybody's feeling, and one thing I don't really agree with. Obvious is kind of short. It's kind of obvious is like, uh, the just calling, like he said, calling us ourselves Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd even really rather us just say American, because the original Americans was us. So like I would even rather us just go with that. Like at some point they're not Americans anyway. Like they can say that the title is American, but we all know that they got to be French, European, and what I'm saying, like whatever Caucasian nation that they from, what I'm saying, they know who they are, German, Poland, whatever. So like I don't even the Native Americans, what I'm saying, a lot of Mongoloids, and they come from Siberia, and some of them come from Asia and all of that stuff. So like it's not, again, I don't really, I just don't like that term. I just really can't stand that.
So why don't you call yourself? Why don't you introduce yourself as American as opposed to Hebrew Israelite?
Essentially it's the same thing. So like the first people that was here were Israelites, you know what I'm saying? So like the tribe of Gad is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's the Native Americans inside of the tribe of Israel. So like, the Native Americans were the first ones over here, not the ones that we see as Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Ourselves, as we all know, the foundation. We call ourselves, we address ourselves as foundational Black America, but it's just as simple as, just technically speaking, most of our grandparents said we Native Americans. We all got Cherokee, Blackfoot, Washita, like all of us is Lumbee. We all different Native American tribes, but just being more going into the root of that is, the first ones that was here essentially was the Hebrews. Now, I mean, whether or not you want to believe it or take it for it's cool. I'm not here to convince anybody. I just want you to understand you could do your own genealogy and realize that, you know what I'm saying? Like you can go back as far as you want and see that most of us at least, especially like the true Americans, most of us got great grandparents here. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about them second, third generation people. We talking about, what I'm saying, all the way back to the 1600s, 1500s, 14, 12, 11. We can go back, you know what I'm saying? And even before then too. So like, yeah, that's just fruit for thought for me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. DZFA, can I have your last thoughts?
Okay. So I'm going to say, when it comes to the disrespect and all of this vileness, I'm going to say it goes both way. But then it all depends on you, like what you want to focus on. And one thing I'll be very, very honored for is working in aviation, because I get to see people from different walk of life, and then you realize that there's a huge world out there compared to what we see on the internet. So it's all about what you choose to focus on. I have so many American friends. I go to America when I work in aviation. And I have American friends who come to Ghana every December for Dirty December. And prior to everything we see online about these Northern Africans, like not liking Africans and stuff, I also have a very good relationship with them. We have businesses that we're doing together. So to wrap everything, it's all about what you choose to focus on. It's a very big word out there. So in the grand scheme of things, all of this internet thing, like it's we need to be very careful and know how to sanitize the whole things so we don't really get astray. Like it's a big world out there. Life is beautiful. People are beautiful. Culture is beautiful. So I love you guys. No animosity from here. If you guys want to come to Ghana, just visit. If you want to settle there also, I mean, you know about the, what do we call it? Year of Return thing that was started like a couple of years ago. You guys are always welcome. If you don't want to also, it's fine. I mean, you guys have your problems. It's good to focus on that. We're also like supporting you here. So you guys will always be family, and let's just not get too carried away with the internet stuff. Thank you.
Okay, Terrell, final thoughts.
Final thoughts is, oh man, I just want Africans to focus on Africans. That's it. That's all I want. I think that's gonna be my resolution. Like that's gonna be something I'm gonna put into the universe for the rest of the year. That's all I want. I just because when you keep focusing on other things that have nothing to do with you, you can't get if I live in a house and I keep focusing on what's in my neighbor's house, how can I get my house straight? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying as far as a comment, it's okay to talk about it, but I'm just that's it frustrates me, man, because they don't get it. When you focus on you, that's when the betterment comes. The betterment doesn't come when you're focusing on other groups. And it's just frustrating that they don't want to face that. I respect the guy that came out and said something about the Nigerians rocker. I see that's what I'm talking about. Until y'all can come to the table and be real with each other, then that's when you're going to see change. When you got one person lying and the other person being real, that's not gonna work out. And brother, my brother, what's his name? Good time. What's his name? Good time. Good times.
Yeah. It's good times. Good
I
times.
want you to know too. That was made up too. The Israelites, that was made up too. So if you want to be honest about history, before you were Israelites, you were something else. So that was so I just what some of us black people, what we'll do is we'll see history and we'll say, okay, in 1600 we was this, and then we'll lock into that identity of 1600, but not knowing you were something else before 1600. So what I'm saying is you're identifying with something that was actually created too, brother. That was created before it was Israelites. It was something else. It was the Cometians. So it's like, and then the Bible that you're reading from was created by Europeans.
I mean, that's like saying before it was Russia, there was Egon. I mean, we know that, but they
Right,
call
but
them
what I'm
They
saying
call
is,
them Russian right now.
if you
So we're
want
gonna go.
the real information, you're gonna have to go straight to the source. You don't go if you don't go to what was created later in order to get the original flavor of what was made. You got to go way back further than that. And then you're saying you're using names. Hold on, brother. Let me land my plane with this. You're using names of like Jacob and everything else. Those are recent names, brother. So back in the Israelite times, the word Jacob didn't even exist. That's what I'm saying. So that's not spirituality, brother. That's religion.
I mean, the whole thing about that is, bro, like we understand the real term, so we know his name was Yaakov. We know like the Israelites understand. Like we read the Bible in Hebrew, so it's not we just speak in layman terms so that people who don't go that deep can understand. You get what I'm saying? So like it's it's a form of understanding that doesn't take like science or like mathematics. Like you don't got to be a rocket scientist to understand what we're saying. You get what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what
So
you're
like,
saying, but a lot of stuff in that, just a lot of stuff in the Bible, actually, damn near everything in the Bible, other than like Proverbs, where it's giving you like wisdom and stuff like that. Everything else is basically allegory, bro.
right. I
Nothing in
mean,
the actual, nothing in the. I mean, I'm gonna land my plane with this because we can go on forever, and I know she's trying to get out of here, and I'm definitely gonna need her to DM me her number and all that. But listen, brother, nobody in the Bible you can find buried in the ground. Like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta start being real with each other, man. Like,
all
come
right. So
on, we
look,
gotta leave
well,
this stuff that our grandparents passed down to us. We gotta leave this alone, man. Like,
I,
come on, come on.
I'll say
Nobody in
this.
the
I'll
Bible
say
you
this.
cannot find where they're buried at.
I'll say this and land my plane and let you rock out because, like you said, she's trying to slide.
Yeah. She got
We
to give
number
out a
one,
number too.
we can build on this on another plan. I'm probably gonna go
Yeah. I
live.
just wanted to throw that at you. That's it.
I'm probably gonna go live right after this. But I will say this, like I understand it, and it's a conversation that can be had. Just like you know what I'm saying, people can throw their proof as to why it's not true. We can throw ours as to why it is true. So it's a conversation that could we go back and forth. But that's the whole point. You can't completely you can't like basically prove is wrong. It's like flat Earth, the conversation of flat Earth or global Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that even a conversation? Why are we still even able to have the conversation of a flat Earth? Because they haven't proven global Earth. You get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'll
What
land
you
my
saying?
plane.
Well,
And thank you, host.
I'll
I
send you something
appreciate
with
you.
All
your
right,
line.
good
No
night.
problem. Good night.
Yeah, bye. Spread
Hey,
love is
Love
the Brooklyn
Jones,
way.
hit me in the DM. Hit me in the
I'm
DM.
not gonna do that. Spread love is the Brooklyn